Hello. Happy 2026. Happy New Year, Nicole. Happy New Year. No, and I don't plan on watching that. Hello? Was Mega Darkrai nerfed? No, it didn't need to be nerfed. Yo, Happy New Year, everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Let me let everybody know we're live. We're gonna go through it. Did you just ask if they nerfed Mega Galisopod? When Mega Galisopod is the on the thumbnail where it says nerfed. What's good? What's good? Good to see you, Space Quest. We're gonna go through this. It's gonna be a good time. I'll play Iron Man whenever I feel like it. So we'll go through it. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. A lot of mons actually got buffed and nerfed, in my opinion. I'm excited. What's good, White Cat? I'm excited. So let's kind of jump into it, right? So there's a list that you can see. We'll also talk a little about the usage stats in the Annihilate band too. What up, Carlos? Shout out Delmize, the GOAT. All right, so the first buff we have is Chesnaught going from Bulletproof, which is a good ability, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Bulletproof is a phenomenal ability on Mega Chesnaught, but we haven't really seen it do anything in the current Legend ZA, right? It was better pre-DLC, but now it has Grassy Surge. And let me tell you something. This Mon with Grassy Surge is disgusting, guys. Because obviously, you can run the Belly Drum or Swords Dance, Grassy Glide. Dragonite 1 is not a buff, no way. It is absolutely a buff, and I'll go through it in a bit. But you can run Belly Drum, Grassy Glide, have your recovery from Drain. Appreciate you, great. And then your last move could really be whatever. It could be Knock if you really want to. I like Knock Off as well, obviously for like Golden Go and things like this. But this is a huge buff. For those that don't know, +6 Drain Punch, KO Skarmory. Much love, Gray. It KOs Skarmory. Insane. We finally have another terrain as well. We've only had Misty Terrain from both Indeedee and Mega Meowstic. So this is a big one. In general as well, this is a crazy terrain with Leech Seed and Spiky Shield. That's what I'm saying too, right? This is the most offensive one, right? Belly Drum or Swords Dance. And the thing is, it's not even that crazy to expect this Mon to be able to Belly Drum with its base 172 defense and base 115. It's also base 44 speed. So for the most part, this Pokemon is gonna go last. +6 does 70 to Dragonite through multiscale is crazy damage. We can actually look at it because they finally have these in the calc, at least, right? So let's go Adamant, +6, just to show you guys just some damage overall. So some of the more defensive mons that you don't OHKO with Grassy Glide, or the natural resistances like Golden Go, offensive Golden Go, is taking 88 to 104. If a spike is up, Golden Go dies to +6 Grassy Glide. You literally have to play around Belly Drum. And the problem is, it doesn't have to just be Belly Drum. It can be Swords Dance. Belly Drum is... The risk versus reward is huge, right? You get this immediate +6 sweeper that can win the game. But it only works if you're at 50%. So +6 Grassy Glide, being able to do this much to something like Golden Go, is disgusting. I'll show you guys Drain Punch as well on the most defensive mons in the tier. So here's Skarmory. Skarmory's taking 101. Oh, that's not max, but it's taking 95 to 112. And the problem is, if Skarmory, they're not running Brave Bird too much either. If they run Iron Defense Body Press, you still Drain Punch it back, and they can't Roost, because if they Roost, they lose their flying typing, and then Drain Punch does 1,000,000,000% back. So that's a big one too. I think you also have to keep in mind when it comes to this mon is that this is just for Belly Drum. You can run speed on it, right? If you run max speed Swords Dance, over Belly Drum and end up running Close Combat over Drain Punch just for the overall damage. Plus 2 CC is still incredibly powerful to Scarm. It's doing 76 to 89. So it's just to show you. You do data Mega Skarmory, that's for sure. Room tour later today? I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Were you for or against Annihilate ban? Of course I was against it. What? Ape again? I didn't think the tier needed any bans. I wasn't even going to nerf Galisopod. But people were crying in the Discord. I'm not talking about the council. I'm talking about the people. So we're like, yeah, whatever. Just give them a ban so they shut up. That's literally it. Give them a damn ban so they shut up. Everybody was like, oh, it's tough. You can't Volt Switch on it. You can't defog on it. Yes, you can. I gave that Mon +6 in a game. And it still didn't do crap. I just like the idea. Ness, thank you for the 26 months. I just like that Ape made you think about your plays and punished just not thinking. Yeah, you literally do defog for free with Rotom in front of it. Because who cares about the +2? The +2's fake. You can Will-O-Wisp. It's literally fake. Dude, Alolan Persian is amazing as a spiker too. But anyway, I think that Ape is... I'll talk more about Ape later. How does +2 do to Tank Chomp? So for Tank Chomp, let's just go obviously the most defensive Chomp that it can be, right? So let's just go max. A +2 CC is doing 79 to 93. That's disgusting damage. I also think there's like a world where you don't have to run knockoff. Personally, I think you could run SD, Grassy Glide, Close Combat, and Drain just based on the damage that Grassy Glide does to Golden Go. The Clefable Prankster one is really big. We'll talk about it in a bit too. I'll actually show you guys a replay as well. The Mega Clefable Prankster is actually like a really good mon now. But I also think there's also where you can run little techs like Seed Bomb and stuff like that too, right? Because like +6 Seed Bomb, for instance, or +2 Seed Bomb. Like Seed Bomb is just such a stronger move overall. Even Woodhammer could be crazy with Swords Dance because that will Oko max Chomp. You're also doing about 9 billion% back to yourself. So, yeah, I think this is one of the biggest buffs we have. Not only that, but opening up Grassy Seed in this, right? So, not only is Chesnaught better with this for the Belly Drum and also the Swords Dance, the post link is in the description. Any word on Mega Backs? That mon's not being banned, bro. That mon's whatever. It's good, it's just whatever. I think one other thing is the Grassy Seed is crazy for Magearna and for Golden Go. We've already seen this before with Rillaboom, but like being able to get a Grassy Seed so you don't have to run Shuka, immediately get a defense boost, immediately get a stored power boost as well, and run a defensive Calm Mind Grassy like Draining Kiss set is really, really big. Like how good is Mega Backs right now? It's good. It's really good. You missed the most Hackmon tier. Oh, I saw the replays from Zero. I don't even think Mega Lucario needs changes now. The best Assault Vest mon in the world just got nerfed. And it's gone. Everyone says it, but you're really... I appreciate you, fam. Much love. But yeah, so Calm Mind Grassy is going to be nasty. And obviously... And these all benefit from Ape being gone too. Because you can't just like... toss Assault Vest. Like Blim got really high up on the ladder with an Assault Vest 8 plus Umbreon plus Clefable team. And the whole thing was you toss an Ape on everything. It doesn't matter if you get status. You just toss it in on every single attack no matter what. Wish it back and heal bell it back. And then Ape goes crazy. So like not having to deal with like anything like that. Not having to deal with this one. Not having to deal with like a fast Ape as well. Ben and Scarf were still good too. Is really, 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 really good. So these all get really, really strong because Chesnaught has Grassy Surge. Obviously you don't have the U-turn. And you can't go like Terrain Extender or anything like Rillaboom can do. But the amount of stuff you could do with this is insane, in my opinion. What's good, fam? Ape was busted? Not really. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. I went from 1,000 to number 2 on the ladder using some of the worst teams of all time, some of the good teams. I don't think... I literally think Ape only punished really, really poor builds. I don't know. I beat them on the same way. I've had the same thing. I've had the same videos. I've given them I've given them on a Choice Scarf with +6 Rage Fist with defogged on it, Ball Switch on it. That mon was not a problem. I get the 8 ban, but I feel like a lot of other stuff centralizing. Either way, it's more stuff will happen in this tier 2. We're gonna keep going with the changes though, but like the grassy seed on these two, I think is gonna be huge for their gaming. I also think there's a word for like even Ceruledge that can win that too. Not as good, obviously, but I think those are the two biggest buffs of this. And the fact that like Lucha, if you want to try and use Lucha, can also run that too. I think Lucha is actually really interesting right now too, because Lucha Chesnaught low-key can deal with opposing, but it's just weird. You said luck? Was anything even close to being banned in my opinion? For me, nah. For me personally, nah. Oh, we're not even building Grassy Seed. I was just talking about like what Chesnaught can do. And Joe, obviously when you edit this, just put all this stuff just for Chesnaught, because I think that's the only talk that actually matters. The other stuff doesn't matter. We'll put it later. But yeah, these cores are going to be super, super strong. And Belly Drum Chesnaught specifically, just keep in mind that that mon is a threat, right? And it's very easy to sweep with this. So you have to keep that in mind. I also think with like, even though screens are very limited because they don't have, we banned Light Clay from Legends ZA. Even this thing behind the screen, as long as it's at near full, it can go crazy. Again, for those that missed the calc before, here is a +6 Grassy Glide into... Well, first off, here's +6 Grassy Glide into max Garchomp, 95 to 112. So Tank Chomp isn't even a counter. Tank Chomp is not even like an answer to it, right? Like, sure, Chesnaught's going to be at 12% after that. But like, this is how much it does. But of course, like I said, offensive Golden Go, taking 88 to 104. So a spike up is crazy. Let's take Magearna. Magearna's probably one of the better checks, obviously. But offensive Magearna is still taking 78 to 93. So Mag is going to be really nice for it. Yes, Axe. What's your opinion on Mag? My bad if they join. I think it punishes... I think the shift gear sets punish bad building. I think Trick should be on most balances. I think Encore should be on your team if your team is weak to Mag. Specifically on your Spadef Mag. Okay, I don't need no ability shield crap now. Yep. That's another big thing. You don't have to worry about ability shield on Rotom, because the best Excadrill right now is Choice Scarf Excadrill, right? That's it. I do think Sand Rush is going to be good, but this was, in my opinion, the best Scarfer when Genesect went, because it's so easy to clean up with late game. You have your Rock Slide for obviously Talonflame and stuff. So it's so easy to, and this is the whole reason why ability shield on Rotom was being ran. So the fact that that's gone benefits, I think it benefits Juro and not. But I will also take into account, if you're not using Chesnaught, obviously, and your team is very weak to the move Earthquake, keep ability shield on your Mon. Like, why would you not? Trying to show everyone Hyra's power is funny. Ain't nobody running that, man. I hate that move. Okay. So, next one I think is really cool is the Clefable from Serene Grace to Prankster. So Serene Grace didn't really make much of Clefable. Like, you can do the cheese sets with like the Flamethrower, Air Slash stuff, aka worse Togekiss because it gives up a Mega. But this is an insane buff for Clefable, right? So first off, Clefable obviously has... Mega Beginner's been banned. So first off, Clefable obviously has the Magic Guard or Unaware prior to it. But if you're going to run Mega Clefable, you're almost always running Magic Guard, right? But then we talk about Mega Clefable. In terms of moves that are buffed by Prankster, your Calm Mind, your Recovery, but I think the big thing as well is Encore. Encore is really, really nasty for this Pokemon because it allows it to beat most other things trying to set up on it. For instance, I'll show you a replay. Just to show an example of this Mon versus the previous #1 guy on the ladder. Let me fix this up a little bit. That way it's like that. So this is Calm Mind Mega Clef into a Mega Dragalge, Corviknight, Assault Vest, Crocodile with Gunk Shot, etc., etc. Tank Chomp. Everybody fought this team. This was the #1 team. He was 2000 on the ladder, or like that. I'm just gonna go forward a little bit, just so we can see the Clef go and work. But basically, the whole goal is like weakening Dragalge and everything like that. Oh, the Clef is really freaking good. Keep going. He burns the Crocodile, so that's step 1. Weakens Garchomp, weakens your Galgi. My Milotic does have Haze as well as Mirror Coat, if I'm not mistaken, on this build. So the Clef starts going for Calm Mind right into this Clefable. Now, then it first locks it into a slow Encore, right? Which doesn't matter too much here. And then it Mega Evolves for the bigger power, right? And goes for the strong Moonblast into Milotic. So Milotic has to basically recover or haze and give itself up. So that's also the Clef having the boost, right? So your guys are going to come out. It's going to be forced to switch out. Obviously, you can take rocks and stuff like that. You can spin pretty easily versus this team, in my opinion. All right, we'll go back. Great play going into Mega Clefable. Mega Clefable also completely shuts down Garchomp. Obviously, Dragon Move, Earthquake, you don't care about. All right, so good double. Gets it in on that. Slacks off. Clef comes back. This is, again, a very free spin in this team, so they're just waiting for a free opportunity. Well, the Calm Mindset is what gets better. I'm going to show it in a sec. There you go. Will-O-Wisp. This is Unaware Clef, right? But Unaware Clef only has a few softballs left as well, which is a big thing because Mega Clef hits it hard as hell. And then it can't, because of the Prankster Encore, it also can't like rotate between. Get this. Rotom comes in, misses Hydro Pump on that, which would not have killed. Gunk Shot on that. I'm just going forward a little bit because the Clef part is coming. All right, Drill comes out finally. It can rapid spin away all these Hydras. Yeah, CM is the big one. You're literally, so it comes in right on that. It can Encore, so that way it can't defog or Roost. It gets the free softball, and you cannot go hard Jagouge here because you're getting smoked. So you see that it gets the free softball as well. It didn't matter if this was faster or not, which it might have been as well. So you get your strong Calm Mind. Gunk Shot does nothing because it's Mega Clef. And look at that, Clef is low. If Garchomp had if Garchomp had a means of touching it, it can't do anything. Corviknight comes out. You get your free soft boiled. You get your soft boiled again. And you just get the boosted one. So like it's basically just showing the Encore tech into like faster Corviknight, which could have defogged as well. Being able to lock it into that. Garchomp can't do crap. And at this point, it just wins. With anything fix Mega Sceptile, Mega Scolipede, I think it's fine. It just is combating the wrong tier, in my opinion. But the idea is that having a faster Calm Mind, so imagine a move could two-shot you, right, when you come in. So imagine you're coming in on, let's say, Surf from Keldeo. Surf from Scarf Keldeo. Maybe the first one does 55, right? You now have Prankster Calm Mind and Prankster Healing, but you now have Prankster Calm Mind, so the second one's going to do, 37, which you live, and then you can Prankster Softballed up. So having priority healing, priority Calm Mind, and priority Encore is all beautiful. It lives literally every physical mon, because Clef already lived every physical mon with this stat. Now it has plus 20, and it actually hits hard too. So the Prankster is a huge buff for Clef. It also has other interesting moves for the tier that can run it too, like obviously Aromatherapy as well. But I think another thing is like something to keep in mind too is the Prankster T-Wave. So call me Thunderous Therian. Like literally Prankster T-Wave is also a big one too, right? You think you're going to set up and win? Oh, Magearna thinks it's going to set up and win in front of me. Prankster Encore. Or Mathena thinks it's going to set up in front of me. Oh, Prankster T-Wave. Oh, Megalopen is a problem to my team. So the Prankster set is really, really nasty for one of the greatest support mons in itself. And it's only, and just, it makes this, the big thing as well. Like also, I don't think you should run Wish on your Mega Clefable. I think it should always be Calm Mind and Softballed or Moonlight, whatever the hell it is, depending on where we're playing. This is obviously Softballed here. But being able to do that is crazy. On the fun side, you guys want to try some fun stuff as well. Why not? This mon can set up in front of, if you want to try some fun stuff, why not? Are there any formats you still want to try out? Shoot, champions owe you. If you want to try some fun stuff, why not? Why the hell not? Now, I'm not saying this is going to be a good set, but I'm just saying you have options, right? That's the tomorrow video. I'm not saying I'm using these guys either. But definitely will be crazy in the. It would definitely be fun in the tours. Okay, guys, start building teams with here. Look at this page real quick. Start building a team using these changes. Okay, I'll run one tournament tonight. Only one. after we're done talking about this. We have a few more months. So start building teams with these changes. Okay? I'm going to run one tour. Prep my small one in the next couple days? Good. I'll run one tour, okay? Just one tonight. I got to be up really early. I got to drive to New York. So, I think that Prankster is a huge nerf for Clef, and now it can actually make use of the fact that it can come in on Garchomp. Having Magic Guard prior, being able to sweep, and being able to decide when you do that. It's going to be amazing. Yes, it's going to have the changes. They're already on the ladder. These are already on the ladder, guys. You don't have to worry about that. They're all on the ladder. Okay, so next one is Soul Heart Dragonite to Sheer Force. Some people said this was a nerf. We just made this thing Landorus Incarnate. Annihilate got banned, yes. We literally just made this Pokemon Landorus Incarnate. Do you know how strong Hurricane is? 70%. I hate people coming in, oh, but I got to run 70% Hurricane. You have been running Tornadus since its conception. Like, what are you saying to me? You have been running Tornadus since this is literally better than Landorus. Hurricane, 2 shots, special defensive Clef. Okay? On top of that, we wanted to give it no guard, but Vinny for Zap Cannon was the main reason we didn't end up giving no guard, right? This is a huge buff. Soul Heart's a little bit harder right now, I think, to get an endgame sweep because it's so easy to have a Fairy on your team. Fairy should be on every team. Air Slash also hurts pretty good. This has a base 100 speed stat. It doesn't need the agility to sweep or anything like that. Sheer Force or Hurricane is beautiful. Just to show you again some of the more SPDEF sets, let's go Dragonite. Let's go Dragonite. I actually didn't want this ability on this because I was like, this kind of seems really broken. Like, that was my thing. I was like, I'd rather give it no guard Zap Cannons than Hurricanes that literally have no switch-ins where I'm playing Landorus Incarnate. Air Slash is not weak now at all. So here's the FizzDef Clef taking 70 to 89. Here's FizzDef. What up, fam? Here's FizzDef Clef taking an Air Slash. Why is Casual Air Slash doing 47 to 56? I just want you to know, Clefable's Moonblast only does 50 to 60 back. Why is Casual Air Slash... And the thing is, they sometimes run Rocky Helmet. If they're unaware FizzDef, they get 2-shot. Let me get rid of this real quick. Like, why is everything that can help this mon up? Bro, unaware FizzDef Clef is an 89% chance, not counting your chance of missing Air Slash, is an 89% chance to two-slot, right? When were these changes implemented? Today. Does Mega Phalanx make Phalanx viable now? Definitely more viable. I'm not saying the most viable. Also, guys, again, here, I'm going to show this really quickly. These are the changes. They're already updated on Showdown. Yeah, I didn't say it's a nerf. People said it's a nerf. Probably just misspoke. No, I literally said people said it was a nerf before, both in this chat and in the Discord, which was kind of wild. Most of them acknowledge it as a buff. It is a crazy buff for this Pokemon. It finally gives it immediate power instead of trying to late game agility sweep with this mon, which is almost impossible. You forgot my opponent always has the right defensive Clef for you? Hey, don't you worry, fam, because even Max SPDEF Clef is 2-shot by Hurricane. It has a 98% chance. Oh, did I say Prankster Clef was a nerf? I thought it was a buff. Are you sure as well? Because I said Serene Grace people said it was a nerf. Maybe you're right then. Anyway, Hurricane is disgusting. Try hitting 2 Hurricanes in a row. Bro, I've been using Tornadus like my whole life and Zapdos. That's fine. Homie doesn't even kill you back, and it has to heal. Like, it has to heal, and it literally has to heal. That's a big one. Anyway, so that's one of the big targets of it. Not only that, but obviously your Flamethrower or Fire Blast is there too. Just to show some calcs as well for what. And again, I want you guys to keep in mind, like, you can still run Air Slash, right? So let's go Corviknight, just standard dot. FizzDef is taking 79 to 92. I think another thing to keep in mind is that Ice Beam is a good move on this Pokemon, right? It's just any move. Yes, Ice Beam is really good because you're going to be OHKOing Tank Chomps without having to resort to like a Dragon move. I don't even think you need to run Dragon move. I also want to show Ice Beam through. This is literally pseudo legendary Nidoking. This is pseudo legendary Nidoking. It's stronger than Nidoking, despite not having Life Orb. Not an alpaca. Thank you, fam. Here's Dragonite taking 85 and 100. Crazy stuff, man. What Dragon move would you even run? I'm not even running Dragon move. I'm literally running Hurricane, Flamethrower, Ice Beam. And then the last is to be determined. Maybe Roost, maybe Air Slash. Because the only thing Dragon Move is hitting is Excadrill, right? Excadrill is the big one. Latios doesn't appreciate an Ice Beam. And I'd rather have a neutral move into Latios plus Magearna on a team, you know? They don't like to do complex. So I think that's big. I think this is really, really big for a big breaker. I literally think you could do something like this and be fine. But if Heatran sits on a set, then you can run Focus Blast. You can run Earthquake. It still has an insane attack stat. Or you could just run Surf. Oh, not Surf, but you could run Surf if you want. You can run Focus Blast if you want to miss. I mean, I think the cool thing about Focus Blast, like, because Umbreon is another defensive Mon that's interesting. It kind of reminds me when Nidoking ran Focus Blast. Why are you doing 56 to 65? You can just do 4 attacks if you really want. I don't think there's any wrong set on Dragonite now. I don't think there's any wrong set on Dragonite now at all. Because every move is going to give you value always. I'm thinking about DD Iron Tail. Can you show me? You can still use DD Iron Tail if you want. Does it affect Dragonites in any way? The Dragonites mix sets that were running like Flamethrower and stuff or Get Stronger. That's about it. At least the Dragonites Iron Tail is really cool too. I'll go Adamant. I'll show Iron Tail. Are these legit abilities? They're on the pet mod. You now do 100% to physically defensive Clefable with +1 Iron Tail Sheer Force boosted. So that's really nice. That is not a counter on the physical side. So if that's something you want to do too. Oh, also, you could run Ice Spinner for terrain, or you could run Ice Punch, which is actually... So just to show you, I want to show you a comparison, right? Here's Garchomp. Here's Tank Chomp, right? Obviously it dies to that. But let's get rid of Ice Beam. Let's put Ice Spinner here. Instead of doing... Let's put Jolly just for the comparison, right? So Jolly doing 90 to 106. I think Jolly is what you want to run in this guy anyway. But Ice Punch is boosted doing 110 to 130. Like you can run literally Ice Punch over Ice Spinner. Missing Iron Tail doesn't sound fun. Clef is only doing 50% back with Moonblast. I think you're fine. Yeah, why not? Fire Punch into Skarmory too. F it. I tried to put Skarmory there. So like even Dragonite sets get better. I think the other abilities are really... Thank you for the 5. I think the other abilities are really busted too though. Just Calm 2-shot. That's just standard dot. That's just standard. Standard dot. Thank you for the 5. So this is a huge buff, right? Instead of praying that late game you've weakened Clefable to a point where you can air slash flinch it, or that Magearna is an Assault Vest, or that it's at 50%, or that you somehow got an agility up, or that they don't have a Clefable in general, or that they don't have a Glow King, you can now just break immediately. So I think it's a big, big, big buff for this Mon. It allows you to play mid game with Roost, plus just, you're super Nidoking. You're stronger than Nidoking anyway. It's 145 versus 85. Who cares about the Life Orb? So you're way stronger. Next buff is Drampa. How much does Boots Glow King take from Hurricane? A lot. But I'll show you just for you, okay? It's going to be 2-shot. It's Hurricane. Are we talking full Fizz Def or Spidef? I'm assuming you want fully Spidef. This might be one of the ones you need to take a little bit more damage to. Yeah, 43 to 51 is disgusting from a special move. Holy sh... Like... Bro. Why modest 2-shot is crazy. Beautiful. 84% chance? Let's go. Disgusting. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Mega Drampa from Drizzle to Adaptability. So Drampa was fine. First off, let's talk about Drampa as a Mon, right? Drampa was okay prior to the DLC because it had the Drizzle. And I mean, I did a video where we went crazy because I ran max speed on it, but it really wasn't going to be getting much out of that anyway. Now Drampa has become the trade king, right? This doesn't make it broken because you're still forever walled by Mons like Magearna and things like that from your Draco and Hyper Voice. But obviously you still have Fire Blast and things like that too. It just makes it another Trick Room Demon. We already have a Trick Room Demon in Golurk, and now you have the special. But you have to give up your Mega to do this. Part of the reason why I think this is better for Drampa though, as opposed to Drizzle, is because if people wanted a Drizzle Mon, that we're currently using Mega Tatsugiri because it can not only set up Drizzle, but it can also flip turn. We don't have any range setters in Legends ZAOU. There's no Pelipper, there's no Politoed. So being able to set it up while attacking with a fast mon like Tatsugiri and flip turning out to a team is really cool. But the adaptability Dracos and stuff makes it just a fun option under Trick Room. I think also the fact that your adaptability Hyper Voice is smoking Clefable is really nice too. That's one thing I struggled when I was using Drampa in that video. I had to weaken Clefable or hit 2 Hydro Pumps in the rain from Modest. Yeah, this is definitely, I agree with you. This is definitely weak flavor-wise. But like when adaptability Hyper Voice is doing 43 to 51, same damage as Dragonite's Hurricane Sheer Force boosted. It gets Fire Blast, yes. Because you see if they get out of ZAUU format, that's not up to them. It has to be like voted on and like the showdown has to decide to do that, unfortunately. But when the FizzDef Clefable coming in and taking 69 to 82, oh, you know we gotta run speed. We gotta run speed on home. We're running max speed as well. If you're using this outside of Trick Room, you gotta run max speed. You have to smoke them. And when the calm Clefables are 2-hit KO'd 66% of the time, hold up, let me get rid of this Spadef too. When they're 2-hit KO 98.4% of the time, let me get rid of that leftovers. This is real damage. Normal stab is good, right? Your Draco is obviously insanely powerful into this tier. You're getting a kill with it that's not on a fairy. I think also some interesting mons. I'm going to show like the resisting mons. Like FizzDef Corviknight is taking 35 to 42. Obviously, you still have Flamethrower and Fire Blast, which you can kill it with after anyway. But the fact that you're always guaranteeing a kill no matter what with these. Screen sitting. It does get roost in this game as well. Correct. So I think now, before I thought running, I don't know if I have it on this one. Do I have it on this one? I do. So when I was running Drampa, I couldn't afford to fit Sam because I needed all this coverage. This was my, because you had Drizzle, I couldn't afford to run Fire Move. So I was running Thunder plus Earth Power. This would be my Corviknight Skarmory plus Heatran in one. Plus obviously this. Plus Magearna, right? The big thing was hitting Magearna and stuff like that. And I ran Timid because I wanted to outspeed Skarmories and nuke them. Yo, now that doesn't matter. None of that matters. Run Modest or run Quiet Nature if you're running in Trick Room. I have max HP, but run Modest, max speed, that's all you need, man. The Dracos are beautiful. Let's see some neutral calcs as well versus like Melmetal. Let me just do the Melmetal AV set. Cool. I'm always doing nothing. Clean 20 to 24. Hey, to be honest, despite resistances, that's still cool. You can still definitely run Earth Power for Trend, for sure. Let me see Magearna running... Offensive Magearna takes 37 to 43. That's not bad. Whereas Flamethrower, this is the same damage that Corviknight's taking. Oh, also, I want to note that Calm Magearna is actually slower than you. So you can still Flamethrower two-shot it if you run that, or Fire Blast if you're more, into, the power versus accuracy. Obviously, Earth Power is very good too. I just like the fact that Hyper Voice is now spammable. If y'all know how to get the updated sprites and stuff, they're just on. I have a video on Pokeaim Plus where you can check that out. These are just good numbers in general, right? Like when your neutral move is two-shotting it, but obviously the trade-off is it's a slow mon. It's also that's the mega you're using, right? I think base Mega Lucario should be unbanned. Hell no, hell no. Nah, definitely not. Anyway, this mon is going to be really nasty with this. Under Trick Room, I think it's going to be... I say nasty because it's tough to switch into, but it has a lot of competition, right? You have Mega Golurk, which is incredible in Trick Room because Adaptability, Earthquakes, and Poltergeists are broken. They're better than this because we don't have good Intimidators in Legends ZAOU. We don't have Landorus, Therian. And Poltergeist's Ghost is just broken in this game currently. Like Poltergeist from Sarah Legend, this or from Mega Golurk are really good. And in this case, you have like Spadef fairies that are running around too, whereas the physical one doesn't care because those moves are such high base power. Whereas in this, you're running like lower base power moves, Hyper Voice at 90 versus 110 Poltergeist, 100 Earthquake versus, Draco, which is great, but even then, you run big Scrafty. It's not about the defensive typing, it's about being able to live a hit and do damage back. That's basically it. Yeah, this is Legends EA's showdown metagame. So, obviously, you can still run Glare. I think Glare gets a little bit better on adaptability too. I think Glare Roost. Also low-key. This is probably fine as a set too. Mega Crab just eats this guy? Yeah, but ain't nobody using Mega Crab, man. Has Mega Crab been affected by these busts and nerfs? No, not really. It's not as good. Roost, T-Wave, Dragon Tail, set good on Drampa. I wouldn't run Dragon Tail on this mine. Is it really a threat now? I never played against it in single, so I wouldn't know. I'm saying it has potential. I'm saying it has potential. I'm not saying it's very good. The issue is running Dragon Pulse damage is that you're gonna obviously kill your dragons, right? But that's about it. If you're going to go for a neutral move, Hyper Voice is probably better than Dragon Pulse just because, yes, there's the Ghost immunity, but you're hitting Fairy types, which I think is the big thing. So I think that's one of the things for Drampa that we have a lot going for in this case. And I hope it does well. I think it's just better than Drizzle. Okay, so Mega Excadrill has Sand Rush. I like this. Thoughts on Mega Meganium? I think it needs a buff. I liked Sand Rush. We actually ran tournaments in pre-DLC Mega where this Mon had Sand Rush and it was incredible. This guy is always a flinch away from doing insane damage, right? There's nothing really to talk about. There's not really much to talk about when it comes to Mega Drill. It's just now it's like you can run Rock Slide over this if you don't want to run the spin. It's just strong. It's real strong. Regular drill is usually running heavy leftovers, heavy duty boots, or air balloon. This guy has a defense to eat hits and then has that. I think Sand Rush actually gets a lot better because of a nerf, and we'll talk about the Galisopod nerf in a bit. But because of the Galisopod nerf, which is one of the few mons I can probably take on this, like, I liked Mold Breaker on Drill, but this one thing with Sand Rush is that it gets eaten by Rotom Wash. Kind of. Rotom Wash has to be careful switching in. I do think you should run a Sand team that can deal with it, because Rock Slide... Like, bro, Rotom Rush has to stay above 50%. Why is +2 Rock Slide doing 44 to 52? Right? And you can't count leftovers recovery because you got to take into account Stealth Rock plus Sand being canceling it out. Armors is really good. Would you consider asking for a Meganium buff? Then there was something we were talking about, and maybe in the next slate. We only get 3 slates for this tournament or something. What's the damage of Adamant Mega Drill versus Life Orb Drill? Okay, so there's plus, we have that. Are we assuming Jolly? Because Life Orb is going to be stronger when it's that close. It's 135 versus 165. I didn't get that crazy a buff. You see? What up, Saki? So Life Orb is still slightly stronger. But not by much. You know, I think the trade you're killing yourself with that, so like you can't come in hazards anymore. Not that you could anyway. But also like you're taking hazards plus killing yourself. Physical attacking, water fighting, hypertonic, full of water, single cell. Why are you giving it Water Bubble and Jet Punch, bro? I did see what Nubish and there were doing in that ability, in that broken tier. But like, it's only a 5% damage increase for the cost of your health. But you could also argue on the flip side, well, it's also only it's a 5% damage increase for the cost of a Mega. I just do think that the speed of Mega Drill outside of Sand and the speed of it in Sand is really big. Like being faster than Garchomp is huge. Are you seeing January 9 tier shift after the stream? Maybe I'll talk about them. Probably not in this one though. Oh, I'm glad they patched it. That's still crazy. Bro, why is physically defensive Tank Chomp taking upwards to 80%? That's crazy damage. Mega Garchomp Z is still one of the best Megas with its quote-unquote nerf. It's still very, very good. Like, incredibly good right now. It is literally a top Mega. And, yeah, exactly. Because Heatran, it actually got a buff right now, too, because Mega Heatran got nerfed. It's literally broken if there's no Clefable. That's what I'm saying. It's literally, I don't know, it's still good as hell. Anyway, I think Sand Rush is a big buff, giving it the double speed in an offensive metagame where mons like Keldeo and things are actually being real and being around. And also the fact that Galisopod got nerfed helps this Mon Knight too, because Galisopod was really good at soloing Sand. We saw the other day what Galisopod could do versus Sand. I think the big thing as well is, what I want to say is that because it now has Sand Rush, you can run base form regular Excadrill on your Sand team, so that way you can hit Rotom with your Mold Breaker Earthquake into flipping the matchup, going from a Mold Breaker to a Sand Rush Sweeper in Sand. I think this is the type of Mega that you don't have to Mega Evolve immediately, and now you can actually make use of that. What speed does a beginner like to hit? You're either running max or not max. That's it. Want to get more wax DS that makes it more viable than just broken stats and distribution of previous signature moves and abilities. I mean, but you did give it broken stats and previous distribution. The base range interactions are very important to know. Correct. If it's not running like ability shield on Rotom, like the Excadrill to Mega Excadrill interaction is beautiful. Like it's such a big buff. It's such a big buff for the mon itself. So I think you got a lot out of that, and I'm excited to see how it like works. Like imagine Talonflame staring down your Mold Breaker drill in sand, trying to Will-O-Wisp or Defog, and you Mega Evolve and get the Sand Rush. So I think it's a really nice buff for Excadrill. That's going to allow you to play differently because now you don't have to run regular Sand Rush. You don't have to run Sand Rush immediately. I don't think Meganium could do it right now, but I'm not going to lie. I don't like the Rocky Payload to Levitate Glimmora switch. I think this is a nerf. The only reason I think it's a nerf is because it doesn't... Look at Bax and look at the other two nerf megas. I know. Baxcalibur looks insane. We're talking about that in a sec. Thank you for the dono. Gave Giz Go like Helen Rush and Rage. I agree. Baxcalibur gets better because Galisopod doesn't have Regenerate anymore and Heatran doesn't have Earth Eater. That's why Baxcalibur gets better. I don't like Levitate on Mega Glim. The best Earthquaker is obviously Garchomp's on 40% of teams because it's the best Pokemon in ZA. But the best Earthquaker outside of Garchomp is Mold Breaker Drill. So I think that it's big. Rocky Payload was not a nerf at all. You're absolutely wrong. Being able to actually spam a rock move with this Pokemon was huge. Why would I use this over regular Glimmora now? At least before I could justify it because my Power Gem was 2-KOing Pokemon like Corviknight, Spadef Skarm, Heatran, right? Mega Heatran and things like that. It was a good neutral move. The only good rock move besides Meteor Beam was Power Gem. Yes, and Power Gem was good, which is what I just said. But now you have Levitate. Cool. It hasn't helped the damage output. So what are you running? This is the same set it would run before, but now it has a weaker Power Gem. I don't think it makes a big difference for it. Garchomp will live to hit and Dragon Tail you anyway. At least before your Power Gem would do 1,000,000,000%. Correct. Power Meteor Glimmora as a regular mon is better than Mega Glimmora, period. But there's literally no point in running it now because at least before we saw this thing in tournaments, we saw it do really well as well. Just being able to spam Power Gem into this tier, a strong neutral move that was really hard to switch into. Like you're 2-KOing Clef with that, you're 2-KOing Corviknight. Even Drill, 4 times resist was taking 25%. Like you were smoking Gully with 2. Did you play the Broken Biome? No, thank you for the donut, but I saw the replay. What I think is a better ability for Mega Limb? Well, I mean, I think Rocky Payload was just better, period. I think people saying the Merciless one don't know how hard it is to get T-Spike up with this mon and use it. Thank you for the donos, man. Y'all going crazy. Oh, I think in Sand, Meteor Beam should always work in one hit, just like that. How am I supposed to sack my Glimmora for T-Spike? I mean, that's the thing too. You're already missing out on that. I just think like doing like even like almost 50% to Keldeo with Power Gem upon switching was huge. You know, you miss out on so much neutral damage. You miss out on damage on like Scizor, on the damage on Rotom too. Like you're still smoking it with Power Gem and Energy Ball, sure, but it's just the neutrality, the neutral damage that was big, and actually doing like insane damage with it. So I think that the trade-off, I don't like this. You might think, oh, well, a Rock Poison type getting Levitate is a buff. Yeah, but when your best move is 70 base power and the other move is resisted by the most common move in the game and where there are 2 or 3 of them in every ZA, it's just... But why would I use my Mega as a lead to get up rocks? Like, it's decent lead, but... I don't know. It lets you stand on Garchomp and go for Dazzling Gleam. As long as the opponent doesn't have Corviknight or anything like that, I guess you're fine. You can definitely Meteor Beam as a Mega. Shout out to Brody who made me do it with Mega Diancie a lot. I like Levitate opens up matchup flip options versus that. Yeah, but if your Mon can only come in and just flip the matchup with then do what versus Garchomp, and then do 50%, 55% with Dazzling Gleam and get Dragon Tailed out anyway. I don't know, man. And Spadef Garchomp's also running around the tier 2, which I actually think is opened up even more with the fact that Annihilate is banned and that Galisopod doesn't have Regenerator, so you don't have to chip it down. I don't think Levitate is that great. People wanted it. Sub Lefty's Meteor Beam Celesteela was a generation of it. That's all I'm saying. If you want a Glimmora that is immune to ground type attacks, put an air balloon on that boy and force Garchomp the Dragon Tail you so you get up T-Spikes too, right? You're absolutely correct. So I think this was actually a nerf. We saw how much... This is a big thing too. With 8 being banned, you know how good Rocky Payload would have been on this Mon still? With 8 being gone? That was the best Rocky Payload switching. Yep. We talked about Mega Chest not being able to do Belly Drum plus that. I don't like Levitate. Because the base form is just too good. You want to make this Mon broken, you give it sheer force. But I think Rocky Payload was really good, and we saw it do really well in the tournament, even winning the tournament as well. I think people might take it in draft because you can use regular Glimmora and just not Mega Evolve for a bit. And then Mega Evolve when you need the speed increase. That's about it. Like, bro, they should have made it faster than Garchomp. Period. It hits so hard. It doesn't do damage. What's the point? Exactly. Exactly. Power Gem was what let it do damage. Like, you have a higher special attack than the Glimmora, but we kind of talked about it. It's kind of like the Drill versus Life Orb. Like, regular Glimmora already has 130. You're going up to 120. You're only going up 20 points. These extra defenses don't matter too much. The only cool thing is, like... Oh, I was going to say, oh, it's cool because now you take on Heatran, but if you have Earth Power anyway, you already had that. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't consider it a buff, even though it gets rid of its 4 times weakness. If you disagree, that's completely fine too. I'm just saying what I think. Wait, didn't you say because you're on the council was a vote majority was for Levitate? Oh, I said whatever. I personally thought Rocky Payload was good, and I even put in the council chat Rocky Payload was good, but it was just part of the changes they ended up making. We had to make a whole lot of changes. I said, yeah, whatever. I think Rocky Payload was fine though. I think Lax was also saying Rocky Payload was good too in the chat as well. But what about Acid Spray? Am I cooking? Maybe you could do some fun stuff, but you can't hit the one mon you're supposed to, which is Steel types. People were talking about in the ZA chat giving it Merciless, which for those that don't know, if Merciless means if the opponent is poisoned, you will always crit. I really think you underestimate how tough it is to get a regular Glimmora to activate Toxic Spikes and then still have enough HP to Mega Evolve and be a threat. Because a lot of the threats in ZA, besides Garchomp and Drill, which will kill you anyway because of Levitate, I think that's my biggest thing with Levitate. It doesn't help you against one of the best ground types, Excadrill. It doesn't help you. And a lot of the attackers in ZA are special. At least a lot of the ones as the common mid-ground mons, the weaker mons on teams. Rotom Wash, Magirna. So the weaker mons on teams that you will actually live hit to hacks from is the big one. Like, maybe if it had Levitate plus Corrosion, but we weren't going for abilities like that. You got Keldeo, which is special, Latios, which is special. Like, obviously it's not all special. Nasty Blood Chomp will beat you anyway with Surf, right? So, like, it's going to Dragon Pulse you too. Obviously, they're physical threats in the tier. Don't get me wrong. But they're so strong. Every physical threat in this tier is so... I'm going to go through the physical threats. Mega Absol, Mega Baxcalibur, Blaziken, Ceruledge. I have not named a weak Pokemon... The average base attack stat of these all add together is like 132. Okay? Just looking at this, like 132. That is an insane one. So the fact that you have to stay regular to be able to take that... Exactly. And when I'm saying weaker mons, I'm talking about like a Volt Switch from Magirna, by the way. Also, I'm talking about like Spadaf Magirna that only runs Volt Switch plus Floor Cannon. So you either resist a hit or you take the Volt Switch. You're just not activating it. Toxic Chain was something it had for a bit and it didn't do anything pre-DLC. Oh, I think Mega Bash is something that's going to be looked at as well, for sure. Since that isn't broken. Yeah, it's really tough to give Mega... Like, Sheer Force is obviously something you think of, but that's too much good for its stats. Like, making Earth Power stronger is just nasty. We saw what Sheer Force could do on fast Pokemon, so I just think that's really difficult. My bad, fam. That's why when people say, oh yeah, the Merciless plus Corrosion. Also on top of that, bro, teams got Glow King. Teams, it's so easy to fog. It's so easy to Rapid Spin opposing Glimmora. Teams have 4 Steel types, Rotom Wash, and Latios. Like, nobody's getting smoked by T-Spike right now anyway. Is there anything Megachomp can do that Z can't? Megachomp is really good at the physical and sand. Hey, thank you so much for the raid, fam. I think Merciless is very unserious in this too. The fact that if I had to use Merciless, I have to give up like half my HP to get it activated is crazy. Mega Galisopod got nerfed. Don't worry about that. It doesn't need to be banned at all. But yeah, this is a big nerf in my opinion. Levitate is... I don't think Levitate... Like, the one matchup flip is cool. I hope you guys do well with it. I hope you guys do well with it. Again, we're going to run literally one tournament after this. So feel free to get these mons. I think the biggest pros... These guys are nasty. My favorite new Mega got buffed. The damn pod died. It did. So Galisopod, instead of having Regenerator, is heat proof. So this is obviously a big nerf. Now you might be saying, Joey, it's a 4 times weak to fire. That's now only 2 times weak to fire. You damn right. That's awesome. But my homie's not U-turning, spiking, coming from 1 HP, barely alive, in the hospital, to running a damn marathon 2 turns later because it switched in twice. It's such an insane nerf. This Mon was holding back Excadrill back, was holding Excadrill back, was holding SD Garchomp without Fire Fang back. Like, this guy was him. Heat Proof is awesome, right? Heat Proof is awesome for offensive sets. And also even defensive sets too, because you'll be able to take it. It should have been Tinted Lens. Okay, let's just make it super broken. Heat Proof is still awesome. You also take less from Burn from Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty cool too. I think Swords Dance sets get really nice with this. I think we'll see less. I still think you can spike up and do things like that, but you might see less of it because Garchomp's just a better spiker without having to give up its a Megastone option. And in this Pokemon's case, you're not regenerating back, right? Which you could obviously make use of. Like, Galisopod could take 70 from an attack, get up a spike, switch out, and come back in and be at 40%, you know? So... it was definitely, it was a glue on most teams. It was a glue on balance. I think that Swords Dance sets get extremely good, but their ability to work is limited, right? So for one thing, Heat Proof is really cool because now Swords Dance Iron Head, it doesn't matter if you're Flamethrower or Clef, right? So let's put Galisopod down. You don't even have to be fat. Excuse me. Is there really not a Mega Galisopod here? Oh, they didn't put the new, okay, whatever. We got Bug Steel. We got Bug Steel. Hold up, let's fix that. We got 120. Okay, 120. Clefable, Fire Move, Flamethrower. Is it not? Why is Bug... Flame Wheel. Oh, God. Ew. Poor JB. At least his Mega Ride team is perfect. Yeah, you damn right. So Flamethrower is doing 67, which is nothing, right? Considering how much it is doing. But you put the ability Heat Proof on homie, too. And Clefable's doing 30 to 36. Like, even... So, the one thing is that Life Orb Clef was a great... Get rid of Heat Proof for a second. Life Orb Clef, which people running Fizdef Life Orb Clef, was a great check because you get a little bit of chip and you knock it out. sorry. But now that Heat Proof is even taking... Not even 2-hit KO by Life Orb Clef's Flamethrower, that's beautiful, right? So, that's one of the Flamethrowers that actually is running around in the tier. So, this is good for Swords Dance sets. I think Swords Dance Leech Life, this, maybe Aqua Jet can really cool. I think you could also get away with Liquidation. I don't think you necessarily need Aqua Jet. I don't think you necessarily need Aqua Jet because one other thing, you live max special attack Heatran's Magma Storm, right? You live, thank you by the way, Noobers for the dono. You live max, you damn right though. You live max special attack Heatran's Magma Storm from Timid. Modest can kill you some of the time. But, do you think Mega Bax with Skill Link will get banned? I think Mega Bax might end up, and Baxcalibur might both end up getting banned anyway. This was one of the mons keeping it in check. This and Genesect. Genesect's gone. Obviously, there's still Shukaberry, Magearna. Mega Excadrill now is Sandrush, which is a really good check too. Yep. I will also note Mega Galisopod does get Pain Split. And Leech Life is obviously a cool recovery move too. So again, those are let's look at the other fire moves in the game. Let's look at Blaziken. Life Orb, Blaziken's Flare Blitz. Yep, nothing has changed there. Nothing at all has changed there. That might be where you can run an Aqua Jet version for. Calx Arrow Ledge, I'm pretty sure if Blaziken does that much, you can still run Aqua Jet, Aqua Cutter. Man, Right there. Yes, she should be. Just for her sake. Aqua Jet +2 Life Orb. Actually not doing as much as I thought to Blaziken. But that's cool. Ceruledge is definitely a mon that still smokes it. Unless it's not. Well, if it's... Oh, I stand corrected. Jolly Ceruledge only does 78, 79 to 90, 94. That's not bad. All things considered, that's not bad at all. Like being able to take some of the stronger fire moves. What about Chomp Z Flamethrower? I'm pretty sure you live Garchomp's Z Flame as well. Do they not have Mega Garchomp's special attack stat? What's the special attack stat, guys? 150? 135? 154? That's a speed. 141. Thank you. I said thank you. I was the one that looked it up. Thanks, me. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, I'm not... Hey, 50 to 61. Not bad, man. Not bad. Like, this is still... It's a nerf for how Mega Galisopod was played. Unban Toxic Hippo aim, please. Thank you for the 5, but no, we cannot. It's a nerf for how Mega Galisopod was played. You can't just herder, I'm gonna get a Moss Bite, and you turn around, do whatever I want the whole time. But Swords Dance variants of Galisopod and Galisopod with Wish stuff, first time here, let's go, hey, are still better in a vacuum. So better during the 1v1. Not necessarily better long-term. Long-term, obviously, you want a Regenerator. So it's a big nerf for Galisopod that's still very good. It also takes less from burn damage, too. It takes half burn damage. Please give Mega Galisopod. Okay. Yeah, 160? 10 episodes left. Nice. Did Sacred Sword and Comet Punch get... No, they did not. Did Sacred Sword get updated? You literally just asked the same as... No, it did not get updated. I don't think we're going to end up doing that. Maybe we will, but like... You guys want to see Keldeo banned? Because Secret Sword is obviously also buffed too. Regular Mega Luke is crazy. I talked about Mega Chesnaught in the beginning, correct. You can always go back if you would like to. Yes, it's crazy. Mega Victory Bell... Yeah, so Volt Volt Tackle works that way, but they didn't buff the other ones, unfortunately. Secret Sword doesn't raise stats. Oh, so it's Sacred, and then it gets the special attack raise, what you're saying? Okay, baby, no problem. Is Raichu X any good? That mon's fun. Yeah, she did. You can try again if you want to, if you want to close the door and do it. You need to ban Mega Gallade? I doubt it. One of the biggest changes as well, so that was the biggest Mega, I think the ones a lot of people complain about as well is... One second, guys. Okay, so +1 buff Secret Sword is just normal Secret Sword. Okay. I still think I'm okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is one of the bigger nerfs as well. Mega Heatran obviously not having Earth Eater. Can I be real? I don't think this needed to change. It was really good, obviously, with Earth Eater, but Excadrill is literally the best offensive ground type prior to these changes. And then obviously defensively is Garchomp. So Excadrill obviously has Mold Breaker, so it doesn't care. And I think when the broken Pokemon with Earth Eater only lands its attack 75% of the time, 3 out of 4, it wasn't that crazy. But obviously now, and this thing was keeping Pokemon like Excalibur and Bay. But now homie has Filter. Now, Filter is really interesting because you're still going to die to Earthquake. You're still going to die to Earthquake, but now you're tanking moves like Rotom Wash's Hydro Pump better. So let's show a little bit of a calc. I really thought this damage calc had more. I really thought it had the rest. 106, 141. So let's go. It's max special attack, 175. Nice little modest. I put a little filter on it. Rotom Wash. Nice little pump. Bro, this still does so much. This still does so much. Bro, that is 0 HP. You're right. But that's still so much. Bro, this is barely 36 to 42 is still disgusting. I will say, If you land Magma Storm upon switching, you beat it 1v1, which is pretty cool. It can't pain spit out. You can actually beat it 1v1 anyway if you landed Magma Storm into Magma Storm plus Stealth Rock out. So I don't think it's that much of a crazy thing, but obviously the big thing is now you can hit it with Earthquake, right? And it's not like Earthquake. Oh, look at that. Baxcalibur's Earthquake isn't always a KO. Are you calculating Mega Heatran? Yes, I gave it Mega Heatran stats. Look, Baxcalibur's Earthquake isn't always a KO. That's cool. That's cool. I think some other interesting ones about it are like it's a better check to Magearna because Focus Blast is obviously weaker. We'll run Modest. We'll give it plus. We'll give it Focus Blast. Right, like +1 Focus Blast is obviously a lot weaker now. So like you're not doing much. It even lives. Like you live +2 Focus Blast, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think Filter's bad. I just think it's a big nerf for it because Earth Eater allowed it to. I think it's a. This is actually a huge buff to Baxcalibur. I think Baxcalibur might be disgusting. And now it also can't just trap and beat Garchomp, which technically Heatran does anyway. As long as Heatran lands Magma Storm, it's always quote unquote beating Garchomp because Garchomp is only going to be a switching twice to Heatran. But if it misses Magma Storm, obviously that's a bigger story. Who touched Mega Clef? I just want to talk. Mega Clef is broken. What are you talking about, Exalted Rain? Realm? It's really good. I miss Boom Doom Tran. What do they do to my boy? hey, now you can run Nature Power. Now you can run Nature Power plus the regular Heatran. Yeah, I think if I had to talk about what gets like when you get rid of the two, whoops, what the hell? When you get rid of the two amazing answers, two backs, what's going on here? Why do I keep clicking stuff? When you get rid of the two amazing answers to backs with that, would Drop Mega Heatran been broken? It would have been good. We don't have much to actually be able to take it on. We don't have much rain besides Tatsugiri. Almost set on this, forgetting Grassy's on another Mega. I was talking about a regular Heatran, Noobish. Like regular Heatran could still do the Nature Power, which is cool. Nice. The heat? Yeah, you can turn on the heat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, I think Mega Bax is probably going to be crazy. Like, this Mon, like, what even stops this? You're right, that's not Bloom Doom. Prankster's amazing. The ability behind it is they're just adding Mons that are in Legends ZA. Like, what even stops offensively? Wait, Nature Power is there? It should be because this is Nat Dex moves. Like, what actually stops Baxcalibur or Mega Baxcalibur? We'll do one tour after with these Mons. I think the biggest winners right now are obviously Chesnaught and Clefable and Dragonite. Like, those guys are good. I think Mega Drill is good. The rest is like whatever. Actually, is Adamant or Jolly on Backs to better nature? So with Jolly, you speed type, but with well, you're faster than Gold, which is a big one. I think I would go Jolly for Gold specifically. Shukamag barely holding the tier right now. That's what I'm saying. It's literally Shukamag. Is Pursuit in Legends ZA the actual metagame? No, it's in this. These are the abilities for the ZA OU pet mod. Mega Magearna has been banned. No, it's Prankster. Prankster's really good. Was Ragefish just too much? I think Ape could have stayed. But whatever. Hey, King. Happy New Year, fam. Like, I'm looking at this tier. This and Mega Baxcalibur actually go crazy now. Like, legitimately, both of them go crazy. We do have a plethora of priority. First impression to still check. Like, Baxcalibur, like, Galisopod can check once, but the thing is, before you could switch in Gully on Baxcalibur and then switch it in and switch it in later. Base backs on Sand with Mega Drill to counter Wash Stomp. Why not? Bro, I mean, base Excadrill can counter a Wash Stomp too, right? Because you still have the Mold Breaker. I think it was definitely annoying. I wish I'd put Fire Punch on my Zero Aura in the beginning of the video, because then I think I would have beaten all the Galisopods. Again, that was a team building error on my part and me not seeing that until the end, but I think I was just tilted and it was too late at night. Clef for Prankster doesn't sound that good. Okay, what if you Prankster Combine before something that was 2 KOing you does? What if you Prankster Softball before something that was 2 KOing doesn't? What if you Prankster Encore Setup Mon? What if you Prankster T-Wave a Setup Mon? Like, the support options are insane and it makes Combine even better. They were nasty. I think Zero is good. Yeah, it's a Prankster G-Wave mon that doesn't care about dark types. It can Encore lock. You can bring in Clef hard on Magearna and just Encore it. Prankster Teleport does not work that way, but that'd be funny if it did. Can Mega Chest help with backs? Grassy Surge weakens Earthquake? For sure. For sure. Between that plus, like, that's why I was, when we were talking about Mega Chestnut, we were talking about Grassy Seed on Magearna and Golden Go as well. That's what I'm saying. It's a Prankster Calm Mind Recovery mon. We don't have anything. We didn't have a mon like this outside of Sableye, right? Ain't nobody using Calm. Well, we've tried, but nobody's using Calm Mind Sableye successfully and winning. It's not Clef, which is crazy because you could argue without the Fairy typing, Sableye's typing is better, but Clef literally beats Unaware Clef 1v1. Mega Clef can beat Unaware Clef 1v1. Because the second it heals, you Encore into it, you Moonblast, 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 force it to heal twice. It only has 8 PP recovery anyway. What is the Volt Max set? Max Special Defense, Max HP, Volt Flare Cannon, Spikes, and then you either go Pain Split or Encore. Don't forget the Prior Moonblast or Copycat. You could do something like that too. Is it only ability buffs and nerfs? I covered them all. But yeah, personally, I would have kept Ape in the tier. I think Ape was a fine. I think we had enough on the defensive teams with Rocky Helmet Chomp, which is on 40% of teams, by the way. Look at these usage stats. This is the best mon on the tier. I've been preaching that, man. 579,000 battles last on Legends AOU. Pretty crazy. Magearna on 28% of teams. Honestly, the top 6 all make sense. And with Genesect being banned, it makes sense to Clefable. All these on all the teams is good. Love seeing Melt at number 11. Steel types are at their peak. You have Mag, Drill, which is freaking amazing. Gold, Mel, Mega Gully, Heatran, Corviknight, Skarmory all next to each other, bro. Like, this is beautiful. How can Mega Gyarados make finals? Low key, no Annihilate, which should take easily a +3 waterfall. No Galisopod to pivot around you. You can run Temper Flare. It might. Opinion on Drama now? Oh, Drampa. I like you said opinion on Drama now, and was Drampa used as a rain setter? I love the way you spelled Drampa twice wrong, but it was so good. So Drampa, the best rain setter was Mega Tatsugiri when it came out, right? The best rain setter was Mega Tatsugiri because Mega Tatsugiri not only was rain and had the speed, like faster Excadrill and stuff like that, it could Hydro Pump, rain boosted while being stab, and while also providing support via Rapid Spin, but it could also flip turn out and bring in something like a Quillfish or an Overquill or a Keldeo, right? Drampa had Drizzle, which was okay pre-DLC, but it didn't really do much for outside of that. Adaptability definitely has potential. But I went through every single mon, so if you really want to go back, you can. I literally went through every single mon. And also, there'll be an edited version that actually has timestamps and stuff on the Pogame Plus channel, which actually cuts out all the in-between, you know, blah, blah, blah that I do into that. But I did promise one tournament, only one. I'm doing only one. I promised one tournament, so we're going to do one tournament in the friendship room. Feel free to build a team with one of these. I really want to see these mons. I think the craziest ones here are literally the top 3. The top 3 are insane. We have no idea. Unless I lose round 1, surely you better do your best. But yeah, Baxcalibur is going to be incredible now. You just lost 2 of your best checks. That mon was already really good. Shook a mag, the only thing holding it together. What are your thoughts about old megas that are banned like Lucario? Oh, I answered you, but I guess I didn't say it like loud enough or anything. But I think they deserve to be banned. Blaziken was actually legal by accident for a couple hours. But I think Luke, Alakazam, and all of them deserve to be banned. Magearna would be the only thing checking Alakazam. And even then, like, Psyshock is smoking through Spadef. And you can literally live Floor Cannons too. How do we get into the turning room? I'll show you in a sec. Don't worry. Cool. I remember my password. So the room is /join friendship. You're going to see me literally do it right here. /join friendship. If you're on Pokemon Showdown, you can get in there yourself. Yeah, and it literally, that's what I'm saying. It traces so hard and does it. It's trace plus nasty plot plus recover. So I'll give you guys the link to it. We're only doing one tournament today, okay? How's regular Gren in this meta? It's still decent. Battle Ball and Gren is pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mega Blastoise is broken. Come on. It has Shell Smash with Mega. I did the live with Mega Blastoise, guys. I got 64 kills in my Rex with Mega Blastoise. Joey, it was my birthday yesterday, hitting the big 27-1. Thank you for all the content. 2025 was a mixed year for me, but your content helped out a lot, and here's hoping for an awesome 2026 with a lot more cool content. Bro, you don't got to give me money on your birthday, fam. Happy belated birthday, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic one, truly. Thank you for being around. It's been awesome. Much love, fam. Thank you for the 50. Can we get a happy belated birthday to Ness? Anybody else had a birthday this weekend? Or this week? Does anybody else have one? Happy belated birthday to y'all too. I should probably start /tour create legend ZAOU elimination. There you go, guys. I won 2 weeks ago. Oh, so did I. Miles the 21st. I know you, noobish. Happy belated, fam. Thank you so much for the dono. You definitely didn't have to, my friend. I appreciate y'all. Also, guys, we got merch coming. We got A to B champion merch round 2. Mine was the 22nd. Hell yeah, bro. Happy belated. Yours is the 21st as well. Let's go. Happy belated. On the 16th. Okay. 3 days before mine. Happy belated to you too. Hop in the tournament, guys. There's only going to be one tournament today. When it starts, we're not doing another one. Nice. Eric, thank you so much for the 5 months. May 18th happened a week ago. Okay, I read that. You meant my 18th birthday happened a week ago. Yo, congratulations on being 18. Fam. No. I was like, in my head, I was like, am I being pranked? May 18th birthday happened a week ago. I was like, what year? Did I fall asleep? Yo, if I fell asleep for the first time and I woke up May 18th, I don't know if I'd be happy or terrified. But yeah, hop in the tournament, guys. If you want to see, these are the changes as well. If you want to use any of the new stuff, I would love to see the Belly Drum, the Swords Dance Mega Chesnaughts, the Prankster Combine Clefs, which are actually really good checks to the Chesnaughts, the Sheer Force Dragonites. Hey, man. Bones turning a little dust. Hey, bro. Don't worry. Pokemon keeping young. Any sample teams I can use? So this is literally a brand new today meta. There are no sample teams that we have, unfortunately. One thing you could do is the sand team that I used the other day. Get rid of Mega Zeraora on it and put Mega Clefable. How much time do we have to build a team? I'll probably go when we have 64 players. So you have until we have 24 players. How do we join? Right here. And then after that, you'll have 4 minutes to start your battle. I can do 5 /tour auto DQ. I'll make it 5. So you have 5 minutes to start your game after that. So a little bit more time. That way it gives you some time so you can join and then build your team. But there is only one tournament. Yeah, I think Mega Chesnaught looks insane right now, which I'm very excited for. I need to see if Mega Joe is no longer on Fraud Watch. I won the first ZA tour I did with Mega Drill, but that was pre-DLC. I haven't joined the tours in a bit. Yeah, for sure, music. Did you watch the one that happened a couple days ago? I don't remember because I was so tired. Hop in, guys. We're going for 64 people. Your birthday's next week? Hell yeah. Raul's birthday's in a couple days too. Let's go. Okay. Now we'll do more. Oh God, from One Punch Man. I feel that. Messing around with Milotic recently, I go stupid. Hey, the rank 1 team had Milotic as well. Brought in a Mega G-Chomp, Blue Dark Pulse, Mirror Coat. Beautiful. What makes Drill on Forward Watch? Well, Mega Drill had Mold Breakers, so like it didn't really give it too much of a benefit in the current meta. But going from a Mold Breaker Mon into a Sandrush Mon could be crazy. No, you're right, Big. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, guys, we got 46 people. We're looking for 64. Is Mega Alakazam banned? Hell no. Hop in, guys. Join the friendship room on Showdown. It's free. You don't got to be a sub. You don't got to be nothing, man. What are the odds you think Mega Heatran gets Earth Eater? So I feel like it's potentially possible with how it looks and everything. I really do think it's potentially possible. I also don't think Mega Heatran's going to be, with Earth Eater, is as broken as, like, it could be in a regular OU. I think it's nasty right now. It's a super fun stream tonight. That was for Toad. Oh, JD on Twitch. Well, I mean, it was fun as in, like, I was talking about the changes. I had fun talking about chess. I don't know. I'm a nerd, man. I'm a damn nerd. What do you want from me? I don't think so. Music, maybe free for alls could allow that. Much love, bro. We got 50 people. Am I too late or are we nearing the end? We're gonna run one tournament. We did all the talking for the past hour, but we're running one tournament right now. We're waiting for 64 people. Have you ever played with Mega Clefable yet? Yes. I've used it a couple times, but I've only used the Serene Grace variant. I think the best way to use it is just use Fizz-Def now and just use Fizz-Def, Calm Mind, Encore, Soft Boiled, Moonblast. Dude, I would totally have Mega Zygarde if they coded its Nihilite. I don't know why they haven't coded Nihilite. Hey, we're waiting for 12 more people to join, guys. There's only 11 more people. There's only one tournament tonight. So if you want to join, if you're looking at any of the changes that you want to use, these are the mons we're hoping to see. We got, between YouTube and Twitch, we got like 500 plus people here. I don't think it gets both of those. I'm not sure. I think they just don't want to do it because they don't know how it's going to be because of, what's it called? Because of champions. I'm gonna ask Delmize if they could do it. Shout out Delmize. Delmize, can we code Nihil Light? Is that possible? Yes, Heat Proof is solid on pod in like a 1v1 scenario. It's worse overall than Regen. Because Delmize does the coding for this. No. Hold up. Okay, 57 users. Guys, hop in. There's only one tournament tonight. Because I got to go to New York tomorrow. Yo, Magazone legit would have made... Magazone would have fixed pre-DLC tier. Pre-DLC having Clefable, Skarmory, 100% usage. All you needed was Zone before. Oh, we do have a new draft. I'll show that in New York, part of New York. I'm going to Bronx. I'm going to see my mom. He was good to Regen. Some people had enough, though. Oh, 3 people. 3 people left, guys. There's only one tour. 2 people left. There's only one tour tonight. The second it says 64, I'm pressing tour start. One more person, guys. Only one more person can join. Who's it? There it is. Let's go. Metronome every turn. Oh, metronomes. I did live in New York. My boy Champ. Yo, Champ. I hope you had a happy New Year, brother. I have not been able to hit you up because I've been so busy with family. I will. Hopefully Sunday, because Saturday's a little busy. My Champnizer. Yeah, Pa got a big nerf. All right, we have a Clef here. Let's see if we see anything interesting from anybody else. Tasty has a Mega Chesnaught into a Scizor, but offensive team other than that. What's the theme? People are using basically the buff mons. All right, Champ most likely has Mega Clef. Or, what am I saying? It's T-Char plus Drill. Mega Drill. Yo, Mega Drill looks insane into this team. Mega Drill looks crazy into this team. I did a lot. That's not AV. This is a scary mon too, I'm not gonna lie. After I forgot Magazine is illegal. That's what I'm saying. I like this team. Maybe Grassy Seed Magearna plus Grassy Seed Lucha. Hard switches because Magearna lives the hit. Goes right for Iron Defense in front of that. Gets knocked off. Was it Shuka? It was weakness policy. We might see a sweep from the get, guys. We might just see a sweep from the get. You need more iron defenses, otherwise you're not taking on Blaziken. I actually don't think it's a sweep from the get. Because you don't take on Blaziken. I don't think you live Blaziken's Flare Blitz. I could be wrong. If it's Life Orb, it's definitely killing you. However, I will say this is a positive. This is a positive for Tasty Gaming because the Grassy Glides are nasty. Yeah, I think you needed more iron defenses in that game. So we see Trick Room go up. Goes for Aura Sphere. Drill dies. This might be game. Chalty soon. Appreciate you. Oh, it's Draining Kiss. Not even... Uh-oh. Ooh, Golden Goal lives. Gets off a nasty plot not knowing it had this. Ah, that's a rough one. That's rough. Let's see what else we have. So we've seen... Okay, this is a fire matchup. Maybe we see Mega Glimmora on this team. It got banned, that's correct. Nice, Noobish. Blaziken comes out. Ooh, Protect U-turn and ends up being Scarf Latios. Zero Aura comes out. Team's a little bit weak to it, so I kind of get the idea. You weaken Zero and go crazy. Pod is bad. Uh-oh, let me see. Let's see Karkol's game. He said Pod is bad. Am I blind? All right, let's see how bad Pod is. Let's grab last niche here. I have a whole video on that, but basically the idea is that it has Technician Storm Throw, which is stronger than Close Combat, and Mach Punch now. All right, seeing a Sylveon is really nice. I like that you both good nicknames, by the way. That means you care about your Pokemon. That guy's really funny with the small waist. Oh my god, I sure was... Yo, okay, body pressing... It wasn't even Colbert, but it lived the hit. Yo, body pressing doing that is crazy. Okay, you definitely want to knock off there. Not go for that. Well, it's dead now. I get it now. You definitely want to knock off if you want to go anything. I think going Keldeo would have been better. Yeah, the 1v1 is... It's over. I'm not going to lie. The Coffin put in some crazy work here. Getting rid of Darkrai. Didn't want to go Clef on that. Z-Chomp is trash. Should I be building a team? We're only doing one tournament today because I got to go tomorrow. You got Goob trying to read the Sylveon switch. Damn. Oh, that was what you were trying to do there, Cheesy. Damn. Oh, and Sylveon is... Okay, I'm not going to lie. Mystical Fire doing 20% is very unimpressive. At least we got to see it take a fire move very well. Yeah, from this position, you're... Weakness Policy? Weakness Policy? Oh, this would have been so sick if it was Weakness Policy. If this was Weakness Policy, we might have seen something crazy there. You're zero special... I know you're zero special attack, but that's still crazy. Okay. Gren, Slurpuff comes right out. They double Iron Bash. They try to get him on a Thunder Punch. You didn't really need to get up webs in this game because they're running Trick Room plus an Espeon. Ends up bringing back out this Mon, but I think double Iron Bash... Yeah, I'm about to say, Bandit Melmetal doesn't have to predict in this game. It just clicks this forever. All right, at least you get the damn kill right now. Look how much you do with Storm Throw. Oh my god. That's my guy, Grapplock, guys. No, okay, forget double Iron Bash doing 55. That's a Greninja, man. It wears its tongue around its neck. But Storm Throw doing 73? Is that Banded Dragonite? Nope, it's Mega Physical Sheer Force. Do we see Iron Tail? Iron Tail, Iron Tail, Iron Tail. Iron Head. Oh, if it was Tail. Wait a second, guys. Grapplock goes stupid. Wait. The Healing Wish? No way you do anything, though. Healing Wish to get the Sash back? Into Trick Room up guaranteed? Yo, I love this game. They already know double Iron Bash was going to go stupid on them. They might have lost. If Mach Punch doesn't put them in range of Shadow Sneak, they lost. You had to Mach Punch there, fam. You had to, because you're definitely weak armor on Ceruledge, right? Well, actually, if you're Air Balloon, you might be Flash Fire. Because yeah, you are Flash Fire. You are Flash Fire. Is it fast indeedy? Because it makes sense because you wall Heatran. This is a good game. We got some cool techs. Let's go, crowds. Rumble, no. Well, we didn't really get to see anything new with this one. Ooh, Trick Room goes up, but it has no item. But it has no item. Oh, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, you had to SD there. That was your only play. I get it. Yeah, if Marowak had EQ, it just wins anyway. Good game. That was a good game. Okay, so Mega Zeraora comes out. They try and Volt Switch on Zero. Trying to predict the switch there. Chesnaught comes in. Grassy Terrain up. Play Rough does nothing. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there it is, guys. There it is. Chestnaught's in. Now, do you predict them to switch and go for Drain Punch? No. No. Grassy Glide's fine. Look at him. He's in. He's in. Dragonite comes out. E-Speed does nothing. Do you drain? Yo, low-key, if you drained it back. That's I'm not gonna lie, that did nothing to Dragonite. Like, that did way less than I thought. Is that like a defensive? Yeah, I think you definitely want to drain there. Lucha comes out. Scales, it's over. I know it quad resists, and it's multi-scale, which is the big one. But drain, I think drain into Grassy Glide might have killed Dragonite. That should be it, though. As long as you land your scale shot here. Doesn't end up risking it because they know they can go Blaziken. And what, protect? I don't get it. What? Wait. Okay, they didn't want to risk it that turn, but this turn where they were like, okay, this turn at 24. Okay, it's all good. They didn't want to risk it that turn. They got scared that turn, but that other turn, though, they felt fine. I gotta rush this back. Mega Frostlass getting a little Sprite. That T-Bolt did so much. Expecting Slur's Frostlass is interesting. Blizzards, Shadow Balls is good too. There's so much. Zero doesn't kill you with anything. You have an Ice Defense boost. This is a good play though. You get so much out of it. Is that banded to do 12? I'm saying after a Drain Punch, it might have actually music. This is a really good trade. You're getting rid of, like, they still have this for Frostlass, but besides that, I mean, Mag is still very scary. You throw, and then with Ice Beam, do you get a Brox here? Nope, go right for Ice Beam. Maybe it wasn't bad. Maybe Bandit would do 17. Yo, this Frostlass is putting in some crazy work, though. We haven't seen Frostlass do this in a minute. Like, it hasn't done this since pre-DLC. Is anybody using Belly Drum or Combine Clefable to some success? Belly Drum Clef? Like Combine Mega Clefable or any of those? I don't know. 15 is crazy damage. Goodbye, Chesnaught. Well, that was the one I want to see. I'm using Mega Clef for sub Combine. I'll check you out. Is this Encore? Show me it's Encore at least. If it's AV Drill, you're okay. Just offensive. I'm surprised you didn't go Drill, which is stronger. Yeah, because Drill gives you a little bit more. Especially if you shift gear. I just almost 6-0 with SD Chess. I gotta check yours out. Interrupting Raichu. I gotta check your game out in a sec. Nah. If the Interrupting Raichu just said that. Is your name the Interrupting Raichu on Showdown? Yeah, EQ. And this should be game from here. Yeah. I get it. You gotta try for something. I did a drain. I don't know why. I'm Zephyr. Okay. Zephyr Test. Oh, against Grape Juice? Oh, okay. You gotta watch this. Wait, Grape Juice. That team is very weak to Chesnaught. Okay, they let off with it. Go. Obviously, you got to switch out. You got Garchomp and you got Milotic. Goes right for Lava Plume. Gets immediately burnt. That's my GOAT Grape Juice. Scale Shot, though. I like this no mess around, right? Like, a guy like me might have gotten a Brox here if they had it on Garchomp just to do it. But breaking the balloon is really nice as well. Letting Melmetal or potentially Earthquake later. Yeah. Grape Juice getting up Rocks makes a lot of sense, too. Chesnaught comes out. I think he's going to try and predict the Rotom. Okay, so they are going to Mega Evolve and go right for the Grassy Glide, which is 70%. Smart. Heatran comes out, though, but you got so much on Rotom now. Tanks the Lava Plume. To SD that turn. A little bit aggressive. I would have Disrespectful Rocks for sure last turn. I think Drain Punch would have been good if you want to tank the Lava Plume, but huh. This is a good SD as well. It lets you get more off on Rotom. You could maybe get 5 or 4. 4 is enough. Okay, Rotom going down is big. That's amazing for Melmetal. The rest of his team is... This whole team is Gen 5. Hold up. Grape Juice, you're not fooling me. You just loaded up a Gen 5 team. This is Gen 5 OU. Like, you're not even hiding it. This is just Gen 5 OU. Who are you trying to fool? I will, crap. Give me a sec. All right, Tarak comes out. It's now time to bring out Chesnaughtingtons. Latias comes out. Do we see a knockoff? Do we see a drain? Great drain. Yeah, you did, Echo. Free Melmetal. Great Mystical Fire. The Weather War error, I'm saying. Grass Terrain means Earthquake Heatran is decent, but if Heatran gets Earthquake here, it could be smoked. Oh, hard Heatran. No Flame Body proc. Okay, so right now it's not looking good for Chesnaught. Yeah, Grass Surge is nice, though. There's Milo, which actually has no switch-ins on this team, if it's not, like, depending on the Lottie set. I think the big thing is that rocks are up here. Lottie took nothing. Is it going to trick? It's Calm Mind Mystical Fire. Oof. There's no Toxic on Heatran, so if it's not Taunt, it actually loses the 1v1. Well, Magastorm Taunt doesn't exist, does it? Well, no, it does exist. What am I saying? Magastorm Roar doesn't exist because why would you trap them to roar them out? All right, so brings in this. This lets them potentially trick here. Just drops a Draco, which does 44. They're going to die to a following move. Ooh, Ice Beam Mystical Fire. I like the coverage. And now they learn that Milotic does not care. And Milotic is Calm Mind too. Is it competitive as well? It is not competitive. All right, we'll fast forward a couple turns here. They're basically taking all the Mystical Fires. I'm about to say, finally they're going to switch out. Like, you can't do this forever. You can stall some Calm Minds, but you can't do much. Plus, you risk a Skull Burn. Do you just go Chesnaught here? Yeah, Chesnaught doesn't take anything. Chesnaught takes nothing from knock. 10% is disgusting. All right, there's a free drain. Every drain is just big recovery. Oh, they knock hard into Lottie, and Lottie goes down. I love the ability shield Calm Mind, so that's really cool. So Chesnaught gets his first kill with Grass Terrain. Let's go. And now you can kind of just... Now look at Scald and look at the rest of their team. And if you get a burn there, how the hell... And Grass Terrain up, keeping Excadrill at bay. How the hell are you beating this? Like, actually. Grassy Glide sweeps 2. Sandstorm being up means that Terrakion actually lives a hit. Pew is so cooked, it's crazy. Means it actually lives a hit here. Oh my god, I was Scarf Terrakion too? But didn't I know that? No, I didn't know that. Bro, it did 24. Actually 24. Goes hard T-Tar. Potential Skull Burn. Trying to get the knock. There's a Skull Burn. Damn. But doesn't want to risk it though. I get it. Now you get the freest Drain Punch of your life. I love that little Chesnaught's doing its threat. Loving the Grape L is crazy. That is some tier 1 hating. Travis, I'm gonna check your game. What's your name in the game? In here. Oh, for sure it's not. Double Dutch Drill. Predicting the Heatran. Beautiful play. Even though grassy terrain is up, it's actually saving it. It's Mega Drill with Sand Rush. Doesn't matter. It was not a save. However, is Chesnaught bulky enough to live this Iron Head? Grape Juice goes for the burn on Chesnaught. A latch stitch effort. Okay, I see you. Okay, I see you. Because now that it's burnt and grassy terrain ends, you can SD up alongside it. I see you, Grape Juice. That was actually a good. I get it. I get it. Why does that still do so much while burnt? Drill is such a good increase in stats, bro. No way. No way. And Grassy Glide still kills. I know you loaded Gen 5. I said that to chat. Gonna have this replay sent to you is crazy. Grassy Glide kills, bro. Chesnaught's literally that. This is offensive Chesnaught too. Damn. That's the okay, I'm glad we got to see a Grassy Surge Chesnaught do something. All right, I'll send that replay to Noobish because he's, for some reason, is a tier 1 hater. Bro was burnt doing 40. It was SD. Who said they got the sweep with, Angelic? Okay. Angemon. Oh, that's it. There's another one. Oh, it doesn't let me see it. Damn, it doesn't let me see it. Y'all hiding these replays? Oh, okay, never mind. We're back. Let's go. Let's see this. Okay, so this is what I said. This is literally what I said to do, by the way, if you didn't need a team, get the Sand team. This is a Sand team with Mega Clef is way better. Spikes up. Heatran has to come in. Spikes up, yep. There's no good real Heatran systems besides Rotom. I guess the Mega's back. No, the Mega's probably Excadrill in this. So getting Rotom, which is ability shield, is, or no item if I'm not mistaken, is actually really good for Drill. Because now after that, with Rocks up, this dies to +2 Rock Slide from Megatro. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you drained, you were killing. All right, so now that's in range. Back Scalabrates to come out and just click button. Goodbye. Okay, so Earthquake from both drills looks very scary, but it obviously looks scary from the other drill. Here's Mega Clef. Mega Evolves immediately to lock it into that. A little bit premature. I think you could have just Moonblasted or Calm Minded. I don't think they did it on purpose. Dodges Magma Storm, which is huge. Damn. I mean, that's Magma Storm, right? You can't... You live by Magma Storm, you die by Magma Storm. I get it, though. Urz made a nice aggressive play there. You literally live and die by Magma. But if Hippo goes down, oof. All right, so this lets you go out to Heatran and just throw off another one. I was about to say, I wonder if Heatran this beats. Because you just... It can't taunt you. And there's the Roar. Heatran... Right, Shuka. Okay, do we have a spike up? Okay, cool. So they're playing for the end game, I think, with Clef, which is big. This Heatran, though, is doing insane damage to everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was saying, Clef was always beating Heatran unless it was Roar. Because, like, even Taunt isn't winning because you Moonblast, get a special attack drop. Once Prankster ends, or once Taunt ends, you get the Prankster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Encore's them to protect. Yeah, last Mon Clef looks disgusting. I will say, because Bax doesn't even kill it. So they got a Voltage back out of Heatran, which is freer. Very big crit, because now they die to Spikes. Little Clef with that Encore. See, I think the Encore tech is real nice. 14, special tag drop, big. You got to roar them out to 4 Pokemon that beat you. Like, actually 3 Mons in the back that can legitimately beat you. Corvi out, okay. I confirm backs can KO. Oh, for sure. It can't. A little bit aggressive here going drill. But going back to... Yeah, I guess they don't want to sack mag, which is big. I wonder if they'll start throwing off some whirlwinds. Because again, going backs is aggressive too. But rocks up are actually huge. That was never killing Hippowdon. So, I mean, if backs goes down, I think it's over, right? Because only drill can do damage. Yo, Angelic's like, yo, I'm saving my mon every time it's blessed. Evan, please defog for my OCD. It's crazy. Especially if you get a banded Shadow Sneak off here. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This Hippowdon has been extremely blessed. Oh, I agree. I don't think they're doing any, like, I don't think either is like making a terrible play. Like, it's like, there's no Heatran switch-ins. There's no switch-ins to this. Does Bandit even kill a knock? It does now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This last Mon Clefable about to win, guys. This last Mon Clef is about to win. Because you just staying with this guy till it dies. You don't have, you literally stay until it dies. Bro, just rapid spinning just for fun. That's it. There's nothing that can beat you. Are you fast, Clef? It is as well. Oh, no. Nah, Corv don't have no Iron Head. That's it. GG. The fact you can Encore, not that you even had to, by the way. You 4 times resist. That's just using Encore just to use it. Like you, but it's just so they can't root. Like, look how much Clef is doing at +2. Why are you doing 38? Why are you doing 38 to Corviknight? And the second Heatran roars, it loses anyway to Excadrill. But it's not going to live this Moonblast. Oh, it did? Okay, 14, hold up. Roars them out, but unfortunately, it's the big bad drill. Damn, man. Protect. Okay, you need... They got 13 Earthquakes left. You got to get... You don't have enough. What up, mister? That was cool. Clef did crazy. Clef definitely carried. Oh, how much are we into this tournament? Let's see what we got here. A Dragonite. Okay, so we got Sheer Force Mega Dragonite on a Rain Team by Liepard. I love it. And facing a Mega Frostlass. So this is immediately Thunder Waves it. Probably a full pair. Frost Breath. Goes for the crit. What up, Krabs? Brings out Melmetal. I absolutely love this, by the way. God, you're so strong. Wait, they're giving it up. They don't know about the Rain Dance. They don't know about the Rain Dance tech. But they do have Chilly Reception, though, on Slowking. Most likely. No, they have Teleport. What am I saying? They most likely have Teleport. They could have Chilly Reception. Goes Rotom, which is fine. Yeah, I like the Frost Breath for Calm Mind Clef a lot. That's a really cool tech. So the burn on this Mon is beautiful. Yo, Dragonite looking a little scary late game. You can only Dragon Tail, right? If you get in Starmie, you're... That's a problem. Good night, Grape. Rotom comes out. We see an Ice Beam. Does 0. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm about to say take immediate advantage of that, but good thaw, at least. Good thaw. The mental damage for that turn was there, but the rest of it wasn't. It's ability shield Rotom, which is why they came in. Big party shot. Excadrill comes out. Are you going to try for a Rain Dance now? There's the Rain Dance on the EQ. You get to bring out the Dragon. Or the Quill, actually, which has no switch-ins. I'm surprised they stacked this, but I guess because of Rotom, they don't like to. Oh my god, Gunk did so much. That's in Dragonite. It's time. Bring out Dragonite. It's time. They went for Ice Beam trying to catch Garchomp. Gets a Sheer Force Thunder, which killed what the way? We gotta watch that. From 83? From 83? Huh? From 83, Slowking drops. Hey, yo. 37? Not bad. And it took 85. Yo, how y'all gonna say this was a nerf? How can people say this is worse than Soul Heart? How the hell can people say this is worse than Soul Heart? I'm not even gonna run that calc. I'm just gonna believe that that was the greatest thing of all time. And you get a free pump here too. Oh my god. This game. That's it. You can defog here too because they can only Dragon Tail you. I like the fact that they're pumping as well. This can only Fleur. I get rid of those rocks for Dragonite. Once you've weakened this thing, Dragonite goes stupid again. Also, Garchomp might not even be faster. Starmie, that way they can't Volt Switch safely out into Garchomp. And if they want to go Rotom, they take a lot too. They can Volt Switch here either way, but I like this play. Yo, Garchomp went... Dragonite went stupid, excuse me. No, there'll only be one tournament today, unfortunately. I have to go to New York early in the morning, so that's why I wanted to run one before. Dude. All right, we'll pause this real quick. Let's look at the Dragonite. We gotta look at this Dragonite calc, bro. Don't tell me if you're modest or timid. I want to find out myself. Sheer Force Thunder in the rain. How are you gonna tell me this is not a buff, man? Bro. Okay, so they were Fizdef, a Slowking, to take that much. Yeah, you had to be. This is the damage I expect. Even this damage is, by the way, insane. So they were Fizdef Slowking, or mixed defensive, which is something that Slowking's running right now anyway. But still, killing from 83 is crazy. That Thunder doing that much is nasty damage. Rotom comes out. Lands another Thunder. They're playing GSC right now. Pain splits up. Oh, if you land another Thunder, it's dead. Just goes for the Ice Beam chip, so they can Ice Beam their own with Dragonite later. Are you Flamethrower Dragonite on a rain team? Are you Flamethrower Dragonite on a rain team? You do get a kill with Double Iron Bash. It might have been better to Double Iron Bash here, guys. I don't think they killed you. I'm not gonna lie. This might come down to if it's Tank Chomp, which it is. So Dragonite should be faster because it can only Dragon Tail. Yeah, but Melbourne will live the hit, is what I'm trying to say. So it's gonna come down to yeah. You always Hydro this, huh? I feel like if you're gonna make that play, you should just went Melmetal anyway. Because if you get the chip on this, you probably win the game with Dragonite with landing one Thunder because Garchomp can't touch you. It has to Dragon Tail, so it has to lower its speed to do it. Yeah. Rotom just volts back out into Magearna to get another leftovers turn. Now you're a little bit more HP. I'm commentating. Ooh. Okay, you live, which is bit. I can't believe you only took 19. Oof. Okay, them living is big. It's going to come down to if Dragonite can kill them from whatever percentage they're at. There's no pain split, unfortunately. Unless... No. No. This one's going to be close. Afraid, terrified Squid Game gif. I'm not clicking on that, but I understand the reference. I'm assuming Dragonite does not have Flamethrower then. Because if it does, you potentially win here with 3 Flamethrowers. Can I time her off? No. No, you cannot time her off. I'm sorry. That is not an option, my friend. Not in this tournament. There's auto timers on. Yep. There's no timer. That timer wasn't going to make you... That timer isn't going to make you hit that Hydro Pump any less or more. So this, it basically is going to come down to Dragonite. Because Garchomp cannot touch Dragonite. So you literally go Dragonite. Garchomp has to... Like, it's Dragon Tail. I mean, even if it's Fire Blast, it's not going to kill. It's going to come down to if Dragonite can kill Magearna from 32%. If it has Flamethrower, it wins 100%. Thunder, I think, kills Magearna with Sheer Force boost. But, I mean, that's a 70%. Saying Dragonite just wins with Thunder is an insane thing to say. It lands the Thunder. Mega Dragonite Sheer Force lands the Thunder and gets it. And this just dies to Ice Beam. Oh, we're chilling. This is a good game. Damn, that got close. The craziest thing about this game, and it has Dragon Pulse anyway, just in case. just in case. Okay. The craziest thing about this game, guys, it has to be... Hold up. It has to be this. It literally has... Taking 17 into dying to Thunder had to be the greatest thing. That was a great Dragonite showcase. Good stuff. Okay, these games haven't started yet. This game just started. A Chesnaught sweep. You must watch. Yeah, I agree with you, Noobish. Draco immediately. We have good switch-ins to that, though. Melmetal's a great switch-in. Great Mystical Fire. It's Assault Vest Melmetal, so it takes nothing. The Coffin comes in. You're still going to take a lot. I'm not going to lie, though. Coffin taking that little is kind of crazy to me. Isn't Dragon Breath more powerful than Dragon Pulse with the Sheer Force boost? Take note of that. Take note of that. No, sorry. Something happened. Dragon Breath is 79.8. Pulse is 85. Ignore that. I thought Dragon Pulse was stronger. That felt strong as hell when Claire was going for it into me. Okay, big Hyper Voice. This Double Iron Bash is still crazy, man. Rocky Helmet Drill is new. That's cool to see. That's really cool to see. Write that down, write that down. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this Coffin about to get popped by my best friend. That knocked it crazy damage. Goes back, just scared of Grassy Glide not killing, which I think is fair. I think it would have killed, but maybe not, considering how little it took. Scald into Sylveon. Do we see a burn? Nope. Do we see a double here on Melmetal, or do we see a Wish Pass? Rocks on the Mystical Fire. Great play. Honestly, great play. I don't even think you need to have Draco on Dragonite. I think you can just have... I think on the Rain team, just have Flamethrower. I love these outplays because Karkol's trying to obviously catch Melmetal upon switching, and it's not working, and you successfully stop Sylveon from Wish Passing to any demon and then go Melmetal after. The thing is, though, Karkol is very, very persistent and ends up getting it anyway. Great time. It's a good play regardless, right? Because Scald isn't going to do much. It could burn, but like, there's not much else there. Surely this is an Excadrill play. Does it die to Fleur? It does not. It doesn't die to Flash Cannon either. Goes out to Chesnaught. This should be a Rapid Spin play. You do see an Earthquake. Uh-oh. Free Grassy Glide. Let's go. Grassy Glide is very free now. I'm saying, why even bother with Dragon Move in General Shock? Okay, so now if this is... this is not... If this actually has spikes... I think this is Calm Mind, but if it has spikes, it's really good here too. Flash Cannon, that... Is it Encore? Okay, so if it's... It might actually be Encore because opposing Mega is scary. Just run Hurricane. Nice, Crow. You nuke with Hurricane, everything. I think it was fine to keep Annihilate. All right, so we see Flash Cannon. This guy's beating... It is the Encore set, which makes perfect sense because this team is very weak to Magearna. So I love that you have it, and you get Pain Split off if you have it. Don't have it. They're actually losing 1v1 to this guy. We do see a Flash Cannon right into Keldeo. Latios can come in for free. Luster Purge is looking very scary. Earth Powers, though. Great play. Misses Flare Cannon. Huge. Oh, my God. It's big because you don't get to have the Encore for later. But you keep Sylveon low, though. Dracos? Wait a second. Is this a Swords Dance turn? This is a Swords Dance play, right? Yup. Ooh, that Grassy Glide looking scary. All right, you get a kill here. Lottie comes out. You get damage on it. Oh my God, gets a nasty crit. I'm pretty sure Zera could win maybe, but now it's guaranteed loss. Oh my gosh. Nasty crit. Actually, if you're a Raichu X, you definitely won because you kill... assuming Latios kills Chesnaught from Scarf. Does Latios Luster Purge even kill Chesnaught from there? It's Scarf Lottie, right? Chesnaught might have just lived. Bro, if it has any HP, it lives. Damn. Damn, Chesnaught's the GOAT. Chesnaught's been the GOAT. Oh, hold on. We gotta watch this back. We got the Grassy Seed. Oh, your Modest Scarf? Damn. Yeah, Latios lives for sure. It probably took a lot, but it definitely lives for sure. Yeah, easily. Chesnaught got a lot better. Surf to weaken Melmetal makes a lot of sense, especially when you have a Floette there. And Chesnaught, Spike is really good. I had 84 HP investment. Damn. Knocks immediately, gets rid of the Rocky Helmet. Helps out Dragonite a bit. Bro, when you look at this team, you don't even know which one's the Mega. SD Shuka usually is the set. This one's not. Maybe this is Life Orb and gets a strong CC. Gets a strong Iron Head off. Okay, it was Life Orb for sure. You ain't killing no Garchomp without that Life Orb. So Garchomp goes down as big. Heatran comes out now. I like that they both went to their fires. Damn it, does so much. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen a team that's so prepped for Floette. You got Sero, you got Slowking, you got Corvi, you got Mel. Is Corviknight running Brave Bird right now for this? This would be good tech. Good luck, Karkle. There's an SD. I'm pretty sure Body Press beats you 1v1. Aegislash definitely would have 6-0 for sure if it had Sacred Sword. Okay, so here we're back in with Floette getting the Grassy Seed. This is really interesting. Unfortunately, Floette is not going to be able to beat a Slowking. So this looks like it's going to be right here. Yeah, and they're not going to be able to beat a Melmetal either. That's what I'm saying. But you're weakening for Dragonite, depending on the set. I'm pretty sure it's over. Stay in here. Bax can just kill Ice Shard. Yep. Oh, it's Mega Bax too. Oh, it's Super Jove. Glaive Rush does a good chunk, but you Drain Punch it all back. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Oof, that does so much. Okay, you have to literally crit here. They don't get it. Good stuff. Great game. Great game though. Yo, Chesnaught is the GOAT. If it crit there, it could still win too from that percentage. I think it definitely lived Sarah Legend's Bitterblade from 17 at +6. Good stuff. Okay, we have a few games. This is the only game going on. Ooh. I have fought this team on the ladder several times. And we have Mono Nerfed plus a Dachshund. Flamigo! So this looks like Mega Golurk. Maybe this is Mega Clef? Yeah, Chesnaught's always a threat in the game, in my opinion. I think it's a great one as well. Belly Drum also can beat the Corviknight 1v1, so... Alright, let's see. SD Galisopod immediately. Ghost right for U-turn. Oh my god, it did 56? I guess it's Mega Lucario. We know which mon that is. Oh, it's definitely Mega Luke on this team. Dude, that U-turn did 56. Disgusting damage. I'm clicking up a Crazy Rain team? Hell yeah. Alright, it's definitely Mega Luke unless they bluff the hell out of it. Bro, not even looking at the game. Bro got stuff to do. This is Big threat. Chili out into Garchomp is a huge threat too. Great use of it. No future sight, no nothing. Do we see rocks go up here on Gully, or do you not care because you can hit him after? I think it's Scale Shot though. This is still a giant threat. Substitutes. Dragon Dance is up. Yo, what if it's Dragon Dance Encore? Alright, so Scale Shot, do you get enough? Do you get enough hits? Do you get 4? You get 3, so you die to E-Speed here. So you have to switch out the Corviknight. Raw Fire Punch. Fire Punch and Corviknight doesn't even help anything. Nothing on this team is weak to Corviknight. There is also Bulk Up Chestnut. I think Bulk Up Chestnut's very good too. Let's see the other game going on. Flamigo comes right out. If it's Copycat Flamigo, you get rocks on both. Flamigo does learn Triple Axle. Does double back out a Garchomp. I love that play as well. Catching Skarmory upon switching. Threatening Fire move. Gets up rocks too. So great plays on both sides so far. Clef comes right in on Scald and takes 1,000,000,000%. Gets burnt. Is it unaware? It is unaware Clef. That doesn't mean it's not Mega though. It might be Mega Dancy. I think so, Nubish, yes. Scizor on Teleport. It's definitely not Mega. Okay. No way you're Mega Rocks Chomp, right? Do we get a Draco off here? Just a Flame. Nice defensive. Clef being burnt is huge because now Scald is not a switch-in. You actually have no switch-ins to Scald, and if it's Pump, it's even scarier too. Alright, Saralets comes in on E-Speed. Doesn't kill you with Shadow Sneak unless it's Life Orb, maybe? Yep, not Life Orb. Oh, beautiful Roost! Wait, but then you definitely can't touch... Then you definitely can't touch Corviknight. Yeah, like you either... If you hit this thing with Earthquake... I'm about to say, yeah. If you're Fire Punch Extreme Speed... Great call on buy Shiny. Great call, honestly. Then you could have just went for another one, but now you're faster for sure, and you get another one. They were trying to catch the Doxbun, which actually walls it, but first impression sends this guy flying, for sure. It is Boots, yes. Beautiful Aqua Jet. Great body press as well. I love the way that they're both playing. Kirby's doing their best with what they have. Beautiful crit. You got to do that again. Not like you have a switching. This is your switching. All right, so Clef comes back in. Scald gets a beautiful roll, so now it's definitely 2-shot. There's no Scald, so no Clef. Not that Clef was like that big of a deal. AG's scary here. I like the Scizor mid-ground on Shadow Ball. Oof. Goes for Bullet Punch as well, knowing Shadow Sneak is coming out. Beautiful play. Keeping it low. Now it's in Scald range. I love this play too. Yeah, well played, well played. I feel like offensive still kills from 60, but maybe I'm overshotting Keldio's power and undermining Aegislash's bulk. Yeah. Damn, yo, Aegislash putting in numbers right now. How much does Shadow Sneak do? Might as well. If you're going to kill anyway, if you're going to go for Shadow Sneak anyway, you might as well get 2 turns of leftovers. I wish Lusher got it too. I feel like it does 23, 24. Surely it doesn't do 28. I think that's crazy. I like the way they're playing. There's one threat. He's lurking in the back. He's lurking in the back. He's goal lurking in the back. Yeah, 22, yeah. All right, so Aegislash goes down. Beautiful. This would have been good for Scizor, but giving up Scizor for this, it was a good trade, I think, for Soap. AG better than Gold. I think Gold's really good. All right, back to this game. Does go for Fire Blast. Does not crit. Garchomp comes out. I guess you pivot Galisopod once. This is beautiful because you get to... Yo, it didn't even emerge the exit. That's beautiful. I go for U-turn right here on Corviknight. But first impression's fine too. Liquidation's beautiful play because you get so much off on Corviknight and you force your emergency exit to activate. And now that Glow King is weakened, you can get a strong Aura Sphere. Yo, that's AV Melmetal, man. Damn. Good job, Mega Luke. I'm about to say, does this thing even threaten you? Like, what do you even do? Vacuum Wave smokes it so you can't even get Shadow Sneak damage off? Bro, do you even care? What is Slowking gonna kill you with? I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure Mega Lucario... We just saw a crazy... Yo, this game looked really close, and I would even say that Bi Shiny had the advantage at first, but damn were we sleeping on Luke. Damn were we sleeping on Luke, man. The crazy thing is... Yeah, I'm about to say, you Nasty Plot again. Oh my god. Yo, Nasty Plot again wasn't a bad play, but now Galisopod gets a kill. Dude. Bro, the Fire Blast? Woo! Bandit first impression, baby. Okay, it's Mega Bax time, though. Mega Baxcalibur looks scary. This first impression is looking incredible, though. Goes for SD. I think this is Scarf Heatran. Or maybe it's... I feel like it's Scarf. What up, A-Dub? It is Scarf Heatran. Yo, we're seeing some beautiful sets, man. Like, you can pivot into Glow King, but then what? I'm pretty sure this Gully's gonna end up winning. You don't have to... I feel like Kirby doesn't have to predict now. That Fire Blast was one of them. Yo, I wish I had this in my team, and you know, they just hacked it in. Yep. All right, this guy can't win. You just sack your worst Mon here into Glow King, and then you just win with those two. Take a shot every time I say beautiful. I'm always gonna call something beautiful, man. You gotta spread the positivity. Rough. I like this. Wait, why is the dog winning the 1v1 trade? Protect 2, might as well. Yeah, ow. Cool set, though. Yeah, but they should have nerfed the regular Galisopod. Homie's putting in some crazy numbers right now, bro. Bro went stupid. It killed Garchomp, killed Baxcalibur. It weakened that one. It was Special Zero. Yo, this Kirby Breaker was using the coolest team of all time. I'm not going to lie. Regular this, DD Roost, Fire Punch, E-Speed, Scarf Heatran, a dog. I respect it. All right, let's watch this game. Flamigo comes out. Scarf Flamigo comes out. You get a free CC now? Or do you U-turn? Yep, CC. Unfortunately, this is Skarmory, which looks crazy good here. You actually have to go Mega Diancie. Yeah, Skarmory walls 3 of these Pokemon. Magearna hard instead of sacking Keldeo is something. I guess because you're Spadef/AV, you don't care. This is big if they still have Flash Cannon here. If they don't have Flash Cannon, this is not great. Yeah, I'm about to say that trade was way better for Charlie. Like, that's the only Mon that puts in work into Skarm. Now you go Lurkingtons, eat the hit. Goes for Poltergeist because it's very free. You should win this game with Skarmory now. You go for EQ here because it's safe. You don't care if that Flamigo comes out. Flamigos! Sack this. Knock off. It's banded. I think you should just win Keldeo there. If it's Scarf and gets a Moxie boost, it ain't winning. Yeah, I'm about to say Iron Defense, Bio Press. That should be game. Even if it manages to CC crit twice, which it has to CC crit twice. I don't even think it lives after. You win the game with Garchomp because that can't kill. It was a beautiful game. Great on both sides. Yeah, that did 18. My gosh. Get out of their sight. Good stuff. Okay. We have semis on... Oh, that Kirby Breaker game was semis. Damn, that was a great game. This was a great game for semis. Damn. It was SD, but I don't think it won either way. All right, so we have Charlie versus June for semis on this side. And then we have one game for finals. I didn't even realize how close we were. It's going to be good. Let's see. There's some pretty close games coming up, I'm not gonna lie. What is June Heat using so far? We got Chesnaught versus Charlie's really cool team. AKA the Blunder video. Literally, AKA the Blunder video. Okay, Mega Chesnaught versus Mega Golurk. Let's get it. Damn, no regen pod makes the tour 5 times faster. Crap, it's just you. I believe in it, Noobish. Hell no. Hold up. Alright, let me. You don't get to do all that talking. We Thunderlax is crazy, by the way. Twitch issue? Alright. Chesnaught staring down this. Chesnaught looks really good here, but Iron Defense Skarmory is incredible here. Both Keldeos look insane. It is AV Mag, but it's Latios as well. Mag is a great lead. Good play by Charlie. You did. I don't think Keldeo 6-0s because of the Rock Polish Golurk plus Assault Vest Magearna. I think AV Magearna is the scariest one on this team. Dude, Sarah Ledge is really broken right now, I know you. Good switch. Flare Cannons. I honestly think that was a better play than going right for Volt Switch. Gen 8 greater than all. Oh, you are in the minority, my friend. Gen 8 greater than all is crazy. We kill people for less lives in New York. Alright. Ice Punch crit turn 1, forcing Skarmory at least to roost, which gives you a nice little, what, Keldeo aggressive play? Toxic speech bubble. I'm saying, like... Oh, Miss Greg, just curious, are y'all concerned with creating a balance meta or a prediction of what comp might be? Just something fun to play. That's more so it's string, less about prediction. Let's see what y'all saying. Okay. I'm in a Regulation F draft league. I like the Magearna play. Is it Spike Smag on this team? If it is, this is a great offensive play. You actually struggle with Magearna a lot on both. Like, you have to use your own Magearna here. Beautiful. Okay, so we know it's Assault Vest, obviously. This is scary because like the checks to Magearna here are scarmed. I definitely don't like Gen 8 OU better than Gen 9 OU. I love Gen 9 OU. Yeah, BBR is still going on. Okay, good Volt. I mean, free Skarm every single time. I think the Skarm... That's what I'm saying. You guys were saying, like, Keldeo cooks Charlie, but, like, I feel like the combination of Skarm plus that is so good. Like, ridiculously good. Yep, Ape did get banned. Okay, this is what you need to do, right? You need to leverage your Keldeo. Scalds are free. Even opposing Keldeo takes 40 something from Scald. Yeah, I think Bax might be looked at next. We'll see. Yep, he's going to take 40 something from Scald. Oh, it's Scarf Keldeo. Or it's non-specs. Okay, this is the actual specs one. More people should just pump. I agree with you completely. Oh, it's Rocks Keld. Thank you for the year, Knotted Alpaca. It's a good OU. I wouldn't say like anything like top 10 out of all the OUs. I like X and Y OU probably the most after DVP, OG DVP. It's on Discord. It's in the main chat, Noobish. I put it there immediately. All right, so Secret Sword is 41. I mean, do you Mystical Fire if you have it? This is tough, man, because you literally, in order to win this game, you need to muscle through Magearna, right? That's the biggest thing. I like the way that Keldeo is keeping itself healthy-ish, but not really. It's at 24. Both of them are really tough. It is real tough. Because Mag is going to eat every hit no matter what. Yeah, Luster Purge is trying to go for the spit out drop as well, and Mag doesn't get it. And like Mag can just click Voltage forever into Keldeo. Dude, now you have this thing at 59. At least they have rocks up, which means they're actually getting chip on everything. Mountain, Flurcan, and the fact that Flurcan is safe every single time because like the only switching is gonna be Mag. Like the biggest thing is this Mag, at least later. Yeah, participants can spectate their opponent games. It's all live. Good T-Punch. That's a great T-Punch, honestly. You keep it elite in. You can go Keldeo now. You get a free hit. Your Scald is extremely free. Because if Magearna... Okay, so one thing we didn't talk about, like, if Magearna actually gets weakened a lot, there's potential for... Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, I see what's happening right now. I guess the Garchomp is rocks on this? Keldeo coming out smart. Goes for Scald. Do you risk it here? I feel like you can't. But maybe, I mean, if you win it, it's a kill. And killing one of them is really good. But I feel like you can't. Yeah, good scout for Vacuum Wave. Beautiful play. Okay, so now Keldeo basically dies to anything. If Arcanine had a Mega, what would you make its dual typing? Probably Firefighting. It's already using CC most times anyway. Call me Blaziken, Fernape. I don't think you need a double Keldeo. If you have Mystical Fire, you just click it here. Recover's good too, honestly. Oh, is it Soldew plus Flip Turn? Because that's really nice as well. But I feel like you would have Flip Turn on Mag. Yeah, Luster Purge is on Mag. Doesn't get the drop again. But again, you're getting Mag nice and low, which is what you need. Your Chesnaught's looking threatening too. I would have loved Infernape, but Dog is funny as hell, but it's true. It's a good game. I like the Scizor lurking in the back, which is looking pretty good with Keldeo low. Ooh, fantastic play. Fantastic play. The thing is, you live Plasma Fist and can Flare Cannon, but like then you're getting smoked by Latios if it does actually have Mystical Fire. If Latios is concealing Mystical Fire, Luster Purge Mystical Fire sweeps. Garchomp comes out. This is great because you're weakening this Mon. And Play Roughs immediately into Garchomp. It did 78%. Hey, yo. Okay. This Chesnaught's looking very threatening now. Goated Play Rough. Doubles to Chesnaught. Smart play. Saw that damage and was like, hey, yo. Chesnaught gets a kill here. Oh, beautiful knockoff as well in the Scarm. And now you get a Drain Punch for free. Scarm can't do anything. Hey, Drain Punch was better, fam. That turn, always. They lose their flying type, and now you got Scar. I don't think it matters in the long run. But Drain Punch was way better that turn. Yeah, because look how much you did. But now they can Iron Defense up. So it's like you would have killed them. It's okay, though, because you no longer have Melmetal. But again, you could have dealt with Scar. Because I think your Chesnaught actually won this game if you killed Skarmory there immediately. Like, I think they couldn't stop it. You get a boost here for the kill. But you're out of there, unfortunately. All right, Keldeo comes out. Keldeo is outside of range of Bullet Punch. Garchomp, they do most likely Scarf, which was a great scout by June. Do you Outrage here? Pod now has Heat Proof. Chesnaught smart play. Scale Shots. This is Scarf. Stealth Rock, Scale Shot? No way, this is Scarf. Grassy Glides. I think you could have Drain Punch, but I understand the thought process behind it. Zeraora comes out, so now you're kind of forced to sack him on. But what do you click with Zeraora? Jeez, nodded. Yeah, I saw some insane things. Some people had 25 abilities or something. I think they patched it, though. Maybe the 5. This is kind of like the situation again. Like if you had just drained, because there's no risk, right? If it's you had Salt Body Press and Roost. If it's Brave Bird, I guess the Roost was if it was Brave Bird, but nobody's running Roost Body Press Brave Bird Skarmory. I feel like that's not a luxury you can fit. You either need Hazards, you need Hazard Control, and you need Whirlwind. It's the new OM. What do we have here? He must have misclicked. I think he just thought it killed. Or they thought it killed. Plasma Fists. Gets the play right. It was good, thank you. I hope your New Year's was good too. All right, free Chesnaught. This Chesnaught getting a little low, but this time they drain, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. All right, so the ground type, one of the ground types is gone. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the game was really close for, really good for June. Like again, I thought Chesnaught was just gonna sweep, and that's where they were going for. But now it's getting a little spicy. Mega is Golurk, 100%. You don't use a Golurk without Mega. Like Scald is still good, don't get me wrong, but it's doesn't even kill Skarmory now. Yeah, they were in such control. If they just Drain Punch that, they were in such control. Ice Beams does KO Zera. It's tough, man, because you got to go Mag after. I mean, you get a strong hit off Mag to Mag, but yeah, Scizor looks really good right now. Like Scizor, if it's Banded Scizor, it just wins. Dude, look at the damage difference. Look at the damage difference. Okay, so you're in Keldeo range. Scizor comes out. It does Bullet Punch. Is this the beginning of the end? Skull Burn maybe could save them. Oh, nope. I'm saying, yeah. One little bit of a misplay by June, right? If you Drain Punch on Skarm, you basically always win that game because there's no way to stop SD guy. And there it is. And Bullet Punch cleans up the OG. So we got Charlie versus Kirby in finals. Nice try, though, June. Nice try. NT. That's the power of Mega Galisopod V1 is crazy. All right, finals. Were you not confident enough in the last team that you got to load up the HJ stall for a tour that doesn't matter? Well, the dog doing nothing here. What's good here? Milotic is really demon-like here. Dragalge is nice with T-Spike. I don't know, HJ. It sacks itself into Milo, right, to beat it? And then if it loses to Milo, then, like, you need Lucario to beat the rest. Garchomp versus Galisopod? Maybe. It's Scarf, though, HJ. 36? Okay. Have fun. Have fun, too. Have fun. Yo! Big turn. I think going for Fire Punch, potentially Critter Burn, is better that turn than Dragon Dancing, but... Yeah, unless Kirby crits, Charlie's not going to risk it. Ends up going out to Clefable, which is unaware. Takes 24. And goodbye. Dragalge, low flash cannon. Free Mega. You can get up a T-Spike if you want. I'm telling you, this game was over. I would have loved to see the other matchup between the other two because I think the other game was more fun, but this should be a pretty like Mega Dragonite would have been insane here. The Thunder Hurricane stuff would have smoked. Literally myth. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Mega Dragalge does still have Regenerator. I mean, they do it here, but like it doesn't make a difference, right? You get a Nasty Plot up, but you always have Haze Milo. I think if you crit Milo, you can win. You damn right. It's not Focus. It's Aura Sphere. Luke still looks good. Don't get me wrong. But this is calm Milotic, right? Bro's taking nothing. Yeah. I mean... No. You always Nasty Plot up. You always have to Nasty Plot up there. The thing is, Dragalge always lives anyway. You always Draco. So you lose the 1v1 because at the end of the day, you go for Scald to get it low. Now this game's over. Man, if I had bothered calculating, I had known Glide never killed. Yeah, you literally won that game if you drain, fam. Always. But this should be over. I think it's a loss anyway, Noobish, even if you make the 5% progress. Because the second you Scald, then you kill with Dragalge's Draco. They're running for it, though. They're trying their best. Free speed. I think trying for the crit for sure is a play. And now that they get banned, yes. And this is where the hazards kind of win the game. Flash Cannon like Spadef drop and Earth Power crit might have done it. Scald finishes him off. Lucario can get the kill with Flash Cannon here, I guess. Damn, doesn't even pick up the KO, so you get a flip turn into... That's it. And AV Crocodile lives, so you just click. They go Milo for the safer. And this is Choice as well into double ground. Yo, Choice Zero into double ground. This is rough. Ooh, beautiful grass. Now maybe it was Extra Belt and not Choice. Wait, they made it Scarf Crook on this version? It's AV Crook. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. This is where they actually reveal Focus Blast and crit. Oh, you should have set up there, fam. That's all you could do. Well, that's game. Milo just beats the last two. Like, I mean, Gully comes out and it's forced back out, so like it just loses anyway. Goodbye, Gully. GG's. Good job making it to finals. Good game, Charlie. I mean, Nasty Plot wasn't winning the game anyway. It doesn't kill Clef from 100%, so it always Moonblast. You got to crit through Milo. You got to do more than crit through Milo, actually. Run one off stream. I mean, if y'all want to, but it won't count for the... It won't count for any of the thing on the room. Good game. Alright, speeds it up a little bit. Galisopod is banded, but he's going to die here. Good stuff. Alright, good game, Charlie. Okay. What if we had a little bit better of a game for the finals? Just voice noobish. Nah, the dog. You took the dog to finals. You took the dog to finals, which is cool. You took it to finals, and we respect that. Better than timeout finals? Wait, was there a timeout finals? Hey, man, I was fine with 8 being there. Most of us were. There's people complaining. There was a timeout finals? In Blunder Tour, we had one. That sucks. Damn. All right, guys. I'm calling it that. Appreciate everybody coming through. Good game to Charlie. Fun tournament, though. We definitely saw Chesnaught go crazy. We should have seen a Chesnaught in finals, for sure. But misplays happen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good game at all. Peace, guys.